think I gotta go fill up my water. Okay, my tea is ready. This looks ready. Yo, what's up, Vasta? How you doing? All right, let's get it. Ahoy, dude. Yeah, I hope you had a good week today, dude. We're ready for finally for another tournament. I can't wait. Holy, feels like it's been so long. Actually, it's been like, fuck, it's been like since February, right? I vaguely recall doing something for February. It was either that or December. Has the bracket been posted? No, it has not because we haven't. We still need to wait for people to check in. There's no bracket until people finish checking in. So if people want to sign up, people can sign up, and if people want to check in, they can check in. Yeah, signups and check-in will be open until we start the tournament. Yeah, I forgot to turn on check-in earlier, which is kind of my fault, but I'll be out here. We'll be waiting for the people a little bit longer, so hopefully everybody is able to make it. Tourney has the locked slot thing, right? I have no idea what the fuck you mean, bro. I do not know what a locked slot is. And let me tell you what, I 100% made this bracket myself. And I have no idea what you mean, so I don't even have a guy I can ask. Also, what's up, Mickey? Thank you for the stretch. Time to cook or get cooked. I think with the new meta, like, anybody has a shot. You just have to be thinking ahead enough, you know what I'm saying? So, have fun. Make sure to have fun with today's tournament, and you guys will be doing fine. Yeah, you guys see how it's 13:13 right now at my local time? Um, we probably have another hours of check-in, so I'm just here to hang out. Tell people that signups are still open, right? You can still sign up, you can still check in. Make sure you guys are doing that right now. And in about an hour or so, we'll get the show on the road because I'm sure when the boys show up, I got to get their camera set up and all that good stuff. Check Fribbles. Bright Senya's added. Got it. I'll probably do that later. So what's up, Clark? What's up, Mocha? What's up, Splendid? What's up? What's up, Matt? Think he means 3 PBP. Yeah, it'll be there. We're playing with everything the patch gave us. So 3 BBP. We're playing with the new units, and we're playing with a collab recently that, funnily enough, guys, because the collab is now over, I am not allowed to speak about the collab on the stream whatsoever. Isn't that actually so fucking crazy? Yeah, there has absolutely not been a recent collab, which somehow makes this tournament extremely relevant, and a lot of things we want to talk about during the tournament extremely relevant. But yeah, no, there is absolutely no such thing as a collab. I've never even heard of a collab in my life. WTF, really? Mainly just the fact that, what do you call that? It's mainly just the fact that the collab has ended, and I'm also being sponsored by Smilegate for the Skystone prizes. So that's the overlap, right? So if I talk about the IP and Smilegate gets into trouble, you know, like, that kind of sucks, right? So they scratch my back, I'm gonna scratch their back. I'm gonna do my best to not talk about the recent collab under any fucking circumstance. So yeah. Smilers. Alright, this should be good. Okay, now I just need to wait for the boys to show up, which I'm in no hurry to. I'm out here like an hour early just so I can get people like lined up, filed in. Right, here's the listing. If you need sign up, exclamation point sign up. What's up, XLR? Good to see you. Always good to see the heavy hitters. Yeah, we got a few in already. Lights in, Rakazo's in. I hope you guys all found a draft you like playing today, because if you found a good draft You might be able to steal some money and sky stones from people. Oh, fuck me, bro. Man, you really hit me with the Rigby. Read last. Let's see what you said. I'm still banned for the Discord. I can't rejoin. That's a new conundrum. That's a new conundrum, man. I hope you got to see your hot teens. Let me unban you real quick. Unban. What's that? 0118? Is that what your thing is? What's your Discord ID, dude? 0113. Okay, well, almost remembered. What the fuck? 0113. Okay. What the fuck? I can't unban you. Not a valid user. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to go into the admin level to see this then. The fuck? Bans. Revoke ban. There we go. Alright, there we go. I got it. What's up, Flashy? Alright. We got 4 checked in. Okay, yup. Yeah, so see, like, if I just hit go live and started, like, we're probably not looking at too big of a turnout. So, I'm just chilling here. We're gonna hang out. If you guys have any questions about the tournament, new units, anything like that, this be the time. This be the time. Am I cleared on everything? I am cleared on everything. So the units you picked are... Wait, if the units are picked, you can mention their name, but not where they're from. How is that going to work if you talk about it? Vasa, I don't know if you know this, okay? Before this, the entire tournament was named after the recent collab. And then they're like, oh no, you can't do that. You know how hard me and Divine try to cook? Like, okay, what are we gonna make this tournament fucking about, right? And we could not come up with it for our lives, right? So it got to a point where I realized, oh wait, we got the new buff units. Oh wait a minute, the new third pick ban protection is even more impactful. Holy fuck! So yeah, it'll probably be fine. You know, me and Divine have done this rodeo before. It's not our first rodeo, so we'll fucking manage. All right. Okay. I cannot look at Epic 7 in full screen. My monitor's too big for this bullshit. What are they thinking? Well, I'm sure they're thinking the collab period has ended, so we can't use the IP anymore. Which I'm sure I'm sure you know, because I've shown you the entire screenshot with everything they said, and that's exactly what they said in the screenshots, which I shared to the TO chat group. Is there a check-in? Yep, absolutely. Go check in right now. I was just mocking Boot Hill, that's all. Why you gotta be mocking my boy Boot Hill? What did he do wrong? I don't think he did anything wrong. He just exists. Oh man, I gotta find something to kill real fast. What's up, Warlock? You never join when me and War mocks. Unlucky. Is third ban in mocks? Yes, it is, Wind. It is, Wind. I've specifically went to check. You know how I know? For the fucking past 2 days, Poots has asked me to mock, and let me swap it to the right mode. If you just go to standard mode, it's here. You just turn it on. Put on whatever amount of bans. They actually made the lobby like really flexible in terms of how you can adjust it. Yo, what's up, Conquer? Good morning, Remataz. How you boys doing? Had a piping hot clay pot chicken. Oh shit! Damn, my man's eating it up. Oh man, what do I have? I had a really good meal yesterday. I think for today, I finished making my bone broth, so I'll probably just make some noodles out of that. I have some really good bone broth. I'm excited. I recently learned the magic of using Vietnamese pho sauce packets, like not sauce packets, spice packets, to make beef bone broth. Uh, bring back. Click one, collect all. Angry face. Wow, I got such a way with fun others. How about others? Enjoy others. Yeah, my favorite thing with the Taiwanese sausages is I have a local cafe that makes them with garlic. They just fry it a little bit with a little bit of garlic. They put that shit on rice. Mwah. Some good ass shit. Yeah, dude, it just hits so hard for what's literally just sausage, a few slices of garlic, and rice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. What's up, Primo? We're setting up for the tournament right now. I'm waiting for people to sign up and check in. Right now, we're looking like this is looking like a day where, at the very least, our prize pool starts at $100, and prize pool for the Sky Stones is, you know, $4,500 split between the winners, something like that. And then for the game show, we'll be giving away like 3,000 Sky Stones, and that'll be tomorrow. So whether you're here for the games, you're here for the game show, for the giveaway, or just for the vibes, make sure you're here. At the very least, be here tomorrow. Can you show your DPS hand guy? No Sharoon, so I need something into DDR. Sure thing, dude. Let's see. So yeah, if you guys want to play in some tournaments, get your match potentially casted by me and Divine, because we can't cast every match in the first like 2-3 rounds, right? I think until semifinals, we're only casting about 2 to 3 matches per round played. This is a DPS hand guy. Here, I'll blow it up. Yeah, everything looks good. Like, you guys can see everything, right? I'm like trying to make my ass visible, but not too in the way. Does that make sense? I think that's fine. Yeah. Oh my god! Wait, why is my fucking snapping all over the place in very? That was very inopportune. And I'm fucking snapping around way too much. Okay, this should be fine. Crit chance neck? Nah, dude. You don't hit 28k HP with a crit chance neck. You need a HP neck. The only thing you need to worry about is, like, maybe potentially going 85 crit. But for at least for me, and I play pretty fast, right? This is roughly the speed tuning you want to look for. Yeah, you're not hitting 28k without an HP neck. That's not happening. Let's see. Okay, I don't know what the fuck this music is, but it sounds real shitty. I'm gonna play something else. Man, sometimes I just trust YouTube autoplay to start a playlist for me. Like sometimes it hits, right? Other times it's kind of doggy. I'm gonna keep it real. How are you doing today? Me? I'm doing okay. I'm just waiting for people to check in. I'm debating if I should be concerned. There are 6 checked in right now. But I guess I'll be here for like the next hour. What's up, Suki? Man. I was gonna say I miss Hachima. I realized she's back, which is cool. Anyway, yeah, tournament signups open right now. Frost, thank you for the another 100 contributed. All right, I guess our prize pool is up to $200. $211.11 plus 5,000 sky stones split between top 4. So, I mean the payout split amongst the top 4 as well. So, you know, you just have to make it a top 4 and then you're in the money. You at least get some packs cover for you. So there you go. I need to go ping Rigby. No. You ain't had to. You ain't had to. Let him figure it out. It'll be funnier that way. Bro, every fucking time. Like, we've held how many tournaments, right, in the past, like, year that I've met Divine, right? Think about it. I think we did, like, 6 or 7 tournaments. He has actually just made it to 1, despite saying he was gonna win all of them. Right? Yeah, we did, like, 8, like, somewhere between that number, right? 6 to 8. Rigby has said he was going to win every tournament. He was like, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna dominate. He has actually made it through the sign-up and check-in process 1 single time where he got first rounded. And that was the one where everybody's like, I want to watch Rigby's match. I'm like, go ahead, man. Go ahead, absolutely. Let's throw Rigby up here. And he got 2-0'd in the cleanest fashion I had ever broadcasted on this here channel. That shit was something else. So yeah, I'm cheering for the little guy. You know what I'm saying? Ping Libra to check in. Fucker might have forgotten again. He absolutely might have. All right, let's see it. Okay, Divines. I'm looking at the group chat, the TO group chat, right? Our Divine's PFP is still dark, so I'm assuming he's passed the fuck out. Connus is lit up, but his computer's on 24/7, so he's probably Giga AFK. Oh man. Oh, in any case, we got probably another 40 minutes or so. So yeah, before the check-in cuts off, we got 7 people. Hey, like if you don't think some of these heavy hitters will show up, like you don't think Light will show up, you don't think, I don't know, you don't think God King Legend Rigby is gonna show up, right? Rakazo might not show up. If you think so, hey, sign the fuck up right now. Hey, if you win, you can lock it in some cash prizes and sky stones for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Poots showed up. It's doomed. Is it though? Is it doomed? I think if you play well, like, Poot's not really a problem. No disrespect to Poots. Poots been improving his game. But at least for me, like if I lock it in and I sit up and I'm like, I got the gamer pose on, like, I got this. Joke's on you. I think I play well. Fucking caught me good, bro. Go sign up, check in and play. Show me what's up. Like I said, right? I'm going to be here all day. Divine's going to be here once he's here, and so is Kana, right? Like, show us what you're made of, right? If you're him, sign the fuck up. Put your money where your mouth is. I just signed up. How much time do we have until we start? Let me just actually physically, let me see. The time is like right here, right? I'm just gonna look over here and I'm gonna fold my arms and judge you like any self-respecting Asian uncle would. I'm gonna look at the time on the screen and see what that says, and I'm not gonna say it. I'm just going to judge. Mm-hmm. Yup. Despite earlier I was like, yeah, so we got like 40 minutes, 45 minutes to like just hang out and vibe. English, not my first. Big boy, looking me here, okay? Do English looking like my first language too, huh? No ma. Don't at me with that one, you fucking guy. What part of this makes you think English is my first language? All right, I don't know what you're trying to prove with that one, boss, but I don't think that was working for you, G. Oh god, yeah. I mean, look, guys, we got some time until people start checking in, until signups are done. So I'm just here to make some stupid jokes. Oh, we got 7 people checked in. Oh boy, this is gonna be a day. Anyway. Oh, anyway, any other builds you guys want to see? Here, I'm sure people are gonna ask about this. BM Hayes, yep, I was gonna show that next. No worries. Yo, hoy, Joe. Litica, oh, okay, that's a new one. I don't think people have asked that for a while. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What is this? 16. Shit. Bullied? I don't know, man. I don't bully people. Not around here. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I'm on my best behavior. No cap. Okay. You know, I'm too fucking lazy. Fuck it. We'll just go with this. Good enough for me. Yeah. Alright, Litica. That looks good, right? And then after that is what? BM Haste? Just like this. If you're on speed set, works too. Counter set's just kind of funny. Yeah, no, dude, bro, there is no way in like this fucking post time skip era of Epic 7 that people don't ask for BMA stats, you know what I'm saying? DB Senya stats are including the extra 10% on fribbles. It almost always does. Isn't it like 30%? It's a ridiculous amount, isn't it? Can't wait to lose to BM Haste today. What's up? What's up, Grills? Ricazzo checked in? Oh, nice. Well, it's kind of rough, actually. I think the allergies might be hitting me. I need to hit up some mucus clears. Is there a tourney today? Maz, can you check real quick for me? Do me a favor. Can you check what the stream title says? Yeah, I just need to make sure it says what I think it says. From both my perspective as a broadcaster and yours as a viewer. Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Just do me that favor real quick, I'll answer your question. It says, everyone welcome. Does this say anything before that, or is that it? Do you start working on shorts for the new buff units, or you've been busy? I've been busy, bro. I barely had the time. By the way, the only time I had to plan this, by the way, guys, was I built the listing like a month ago, right? And then I had the thing where I was told you need to change the name of the tournament. I was like, oh, okay. I fixed that. And then yesterday I had a meeting with Divine. And then we're like, how are we going to do this? And we kind of figured out what we're doing. Like, we are honestly winging this bullshit at this point. Yo, what's up, Kana? Hop into my server so I can get our cam set up. So yeah, we're winging this as much as everybody else is. All right, cool. Let's do our mic check. Hello, mic check 1 2.
Hello?
Oh fuck. Okay, it's not working. I just realized. I don't know if you've been speaking this entire time, Frost, but
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
oh, okay, it has been working. I might need to turn you guys up because I'm keeping a lot of this for YouTube, so everything is channeled alternatively. Cause I'm trying not to have like a 2.0 version of the VODs I did for Huawei.
So you want me to turn my cam on, right?
Yeah, turn your cam on. We'll have our cams up on the side, and then
Okay.
chat will be across the bottom, and gameplay will be. I don't know. That's kind of how I have the overlay set up. If somebody has like if somebody's like a, I don't know, like a UI designer or some shit, or like you have experience doing that, and you think my format looks ugly, feel free to pass me a better design. I'll try to fit it in.
The only thing I figured out from doing content with Doggo whenever we do stuff together is that the top left, top right corners are always kind of fair game.
Yeah.
But 3 people, I'm not sure. I guess bottom right is technically, dude, we're about to have a 4 square, bro.
We're about to have a 4 square. I mean, it'd be like that. It's fine. Okay, yeah, everything looks good. Do this. Okay. Show non-video participants. I'm gonna kill that real quick. Okay. I actually can't get it set up until we get Divine, but you know what? While we're at it.
All good.
Yeah, this is the time we're gonna use, by the way. If you guys have stats you want to see, if you need check-in, you have, I don't know, questions about the event. I don't know. It's just an RTA tournament. It's not that complicated. Show up, have fun. Show up, or show up and kick ass, or show up, have fun and kick ass. You know, there's not like a super strict requirement on it or anything like that.
If I don't see ML Hayes, I'm about to eat some socks, bro. This
You better
guy is
eat
crazy.
some socks.
Yeah, maybe some pants too.
Maybe some pants too. Nice. Nice. What am I doing? I'm pretty sure we'll see a good amount of ML Hayes first pick. Like that's not even like within the question. It's just, you know what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me shrink that a bit. Whew, okay. Hopefully that doesn't take up too much screen real estate. Wait, Grills, my brother, ain't no way we are like 30 minutes away from starting the tournament and you're like, what should I draft? Bro, if we doing our homeworks now, like, you got to do them fast, man. I hope you got the fastest handwriting in existence. This is like, kind of, I don't know if people in high school was doing this when you were in high school, because we're a few years apart. Is due today still a thing?
Dude, it's not due today, bro. Oh,
is it due today? Like, is that still a thing that people do?
Dude, something actually that I think like missed our generation a little bit, Valk, bro. Yeah. I've not heard a single motherfucker under like age 20 right now not use Chat GPT or some AI to get their homework handed in.
Holy fuck.
Bro, dude, I can't even believe I'm saying back in my day, bro, but like back in my day, it was like you got bullied, bro, and you had to do someone's homework for them. Now you just use ChatGPT and it can't fight back?
Yeah.
Like what?
So everybody's the bully then, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
Holy shit. Cause
okay, I just finished the degree,
right? Back when I was in like a freshman in high school, me and my friends, we used to like basically split the homework like 4 ways, right? Because we shared 4 classes. All 4 of us have the same 4 classes, right? So we would each do the homework for one of the classes and then meet in school an hour before class started to copy each other's homeworks, right? But there'd be this one motherfucker.
The leech.
No.
Oh, okay,
his work is good. He's an intelligent man, right? But here's my issue with him. First of all, when he was copying everybody else's work, he was fast as shit. All right, like it take the rest of us like in the full hour, right? Maybe to copy 3 sets of homeworks, right? It would take him fucking like 20 minutes flat, right? Here's the other issue. You can't read what the fuck he's writing. So of course he went on to become a doctor.
Dude, the fucking anchor, bro. Dude,
he went on to become
anchor.
a doctor, bro. You can't make this shit up.
So you know those assignments where it's like you need to do an essay and it has to be like a specific length, like 3 pages or some crap like that?
Yeah, I mean those you're on your own, right?
Yeah, well, I would do like 2 paragraphs and just get a real concise thing for the entire essay, feed it into ChatGPT and say make it longer.
Dude,
Well,
I'm telling
you
you,
can't do that like
dude,
back when we were in high school, you know?
Dude, ChatGPT, the most I had was like a fucking Spark Notes wiki or some shit, bro. Dude,
Yeah, that's what's up. We
so
had Cliff
unfair.
Notes back then. That's it.
Yeah, bro, it's so unfair that you can ask a fucking AI, bro, like if your essay is dog shit or not. That's some
but
cheater
if
power.
you think about it, right? Like I think kids nowadays, if you have a low bottom line for your IQ, like you're probably not getting much smarter, especially if you learn how to use ChatGPT, right? I'd imagine the smarter kids would just be better at using ChatGPT, right? Like look at Jello, right? Jello's a fucking god when you put ChatGPT in his hands.
Dude, that is pretty true. When I use ChatGPT, I ask it to draft for me an RTA, bro.
Oh, you too?
Meanwhile,
You
there's
too?
people using real applications for this thing.
I'm not gonna say who, but somebody built a bot that drafted for him. They built a bot that drafted for him, and then ended up with 48% win rate. And I was
Dude,
like, damn,
honestly,
if I was trying to get worse at
48 win
RTA,
rate
I'll
is
hit you
not
up.
bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
48% and an AI is drafting for you? Hey, man. I'm not going to name names either, Valk, but some people be trying with all their might and they're below 48%. You know what I mean?
It's like, you're my guest, and I respect and honor you, and I'm not going to talk shit about people with sub 50% win rate. You know what I'm saying? It's like, also, my boy Rigby's here, so I'm going to be nice today. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be what Win doesn't call me. You know what I'm saying? Like, Win's like, this guy's the CEO of me. That's not me today. Not today. I'm on my best behavior.
Good vibes only. Good vibes only. Good vibes only.
I'm fucking chilling.
Okay, I asked ChatGPT to give me a Epic 7 draft, and I'm gonna post that in the VC chat here, and you're welcome to read this.
You know what you should do? Okay. You wanna trade spots? So I'll on top of like commentating, I'll run the tournament. You join the tournament, and you just play through it with ChatGPT.
I don't have these units built that it's asking me to play.
Oh, that's skill issue, honestly.
Because it wants me to draft Bazaar and Red Tenebria.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say because I did a video on ChatGPT drafting, and it's not like that outdated. It's like it's like early 2022 or like early 2021. It like says shit like Cerise and Arby are like really OP.
You know, as far as like if you're a new player and this is what ChatGPT is telling you, bro, you got fucking Tamarine. You ain't never losing a shit, man. You is maximum fine.
Dude, for real. Bro, and the crazy thing is too, is that like for as much as I want to like punch down and be like, dude, this is so bad, I have definitely seen worse misinformation on the internet, bro. Like honestly, I've seen way
worse
worse
shit said by real life breathing people. The same
Yes.
people that share my oxygen and the same people whose votes are worth more than mine, mind you, because I'm a Canadian citizen here in America. Like, you imagine, like, you're seeing these same people spew some bullshit on the internet, and you're just sitting here like, we breathe the same fucking oxygen. We drink the same goddamn arsenic-contaminated water. And honestly, if you really think about it, these people, when they vote, have more of a voting power than my Canadian dumbass do. And I'm just sitting here like, damn. Real life do be like
We're
that,
cooked,
huh?
bro. We're cooked.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Holy shit! All right, what did you get, Grills? Let's see. Did you ask them specifically for red units?
Yeah, look, Soul.
Oh, bro, Soul provides AOE damage? Ain't no way, Soul with the AOE? Shit.
Dude, Soul also defense breaks, bro.
Dude, I don't see my mascot Hazel here though. Like, what the hell is going
That's
on?
how you know. That's how you know she's washed, bro. Pick better units like AOE, DPS, defense break, Sol. Yo, this shit is flames, man. Are you sure they're not talking about like Kane or some shit?
Nah, they do some goofy shit too. If you ask for the artifacts or what to build on them,
Yeah.
they'll say like RB needs holy sack and shit like that. It is
Maybe
quite
I'll have
funny.
ChatGPT build my Honkai Star Rail account. No cap.
Oh, it's probably pretty good actually for the other games. I think
for
it's
the
just
other games,
particular.
like we just
Yeah,
suck at making content, so the stuff it
Yeah.
can scrape the internet for is just terrible.
Yeah, there's just not enough, bro. There's just not enough, bro. We are actually there's enough, but it is maybe a little too cap. That's what I'll say.
Oh, that's crazy. The ChatGPT draft coming up. Oh boy. I can't wait. I can't wait. My RB cooks so hard he takes extra turns. Well, you see, what you can always just do is you take your RB and you put this little old thing on him. You know what I'm
Not the
saying?
RNL, bro.
You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my god.
Bro, okay, speaking of RNL, you know how there's the what do you call
You better
that?
bring
The
up
Janua Guild War defense meta, right?
That is so, dude. That shit is so toxic, bro.
Dude, Rug was like, now that we're Guild War ranks reset, right? Rug has been farming people with a Bruiser Janua, so you can't randomly trigger it with whatever into a Politis, right? And if your Politis isn't super high damage, you don't trigger it either, because it's like what, C Poly, Tywin Janua, right? The Tywin's just carrying Aureus for it, and then like it RNLs twice, and
Yes,
you just kills
dude.
2 people for free. Like, it's so disturbing.
Dude, I saw it's like a 15k HP Janua with like some defense, and I remember he posted it in chat, and I was like, "What does that even?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, this is
He was mad
this is rug
farming
dealer,
those,
bro. He's
those
a
Mystic
fucking
medals.
yeah, dude. He's a fucking Guild War player. Of course, that's gonna farm someone, dude. Like,
That's crazy. Also, think of the follow, Aelin. There's too many of them. Deity, think of the raid. How you guys doing? Forehead raid? Oh shit. What forehead did you guys get up to today? Welcome, guys. Today, we are running a tournament. Everybody's welcome. This is the postseason tournament for season 13. This tournament is really simple. It's open to everyone. There are no global bans, and we're playing with the OG format, except with third pick ban protection. So if you're interested in winning, right now we have a total prize pool of $211 and 5,000 Sky Stones. Will be split amongst the top 4 finishers. So if you're interested in winning yourself some cash prizes, some Sky Stones, or just to have a good time, make sure you guys are signed up right now. Exclamation point sign up in chat. Should take you to the link. Today we're doing all matches leading up to the top 8 cut, and then tomorrow we'll be concluding the tournament, as well as we'll be doing a game show for some Skystone giveaways. We'll probably be giving away something like 3,000 Skystones, and on top of that, we'll be dude, Kana, do you know what you're doing with Divine tomorrow? Like, apparently he's playing you in something, and then loser has to donate to charity, something like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. We're locked in for that. Sounds good.
Yep.
All right.
He is a goofer for the game that he chose too.
Oh, absolutely. I think Divine always has the guest pick the games, and then he needs to learn the game in like a day.
I think we had a mutual one. This is a cooked game that he picked. I don't even think like most people know that I play this game actually.
Okay. I'm excited to see it. Here's the Navy Captain Landy build. If you guys, we're probably chilling, by the way, guys, for the next like 15-20 minutes, just so people can check into the tournament. And if you want to do any last minute signups and play, it will take up like most of the afternoon US time today and tomorrow. So yeah, if you guys want to sign up, win some cash, win some Sky Stones, play some new third pick ban protection, play some Blood Moon Haste, feel free to do so. Exclamation point sign up in chat. Yeah, we're just waiting for people to sign up, and waiting for Divine to show up. We're set to start at 2 p.m. PST, which is in 10 minutes, but realistically, we're probably starting off like 10, 15 minutes after that.
Not gonna lie, I maybe woke up like 35 seconds before I like said yo in chat.
It
I
happens.
like,
That's how it goes.
dude, I am like a little cooked in the brain right now. I spent all night
Yeah.
writing some shit for Wuthering Waves.
Okay.
Dude, my okay, I don't know if you have any. I know you play a bunch of variety games, so I don't know if you like have any interest in it, Valk.
Yeah.
But that game has so many terms that are just like for whatever reason, just I don't want to say needlessly different, but it is so much more complex, and this is like the version that they dumbed down.
You talking about
Like,
it's got like Mihoyo syndrome where like every character release has like 9 new of their own keywords completely independent from every other mechanic in the game, and you just got to know all of them to essentially explain how the character works. And then it's like, why are we doing this? And you're just wondering life, and you realize, oh my god, these guys write these fucking skill descriptions in Chinese and then they translate it over. That's how we got words like fucking matrix of prescience and convergence of syzygy. And you're just like, I don't even know what these words fucking mean in English. How did they write this in Chinese and then translate it back to me, bro? At this point, just give me the Chinese name. I'll call it that, man. I'll just call it a Sharingan. You know, I don't need to know that it's called a mirror wheel eye, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I can't stand Mihoyo sometimes. Like, I love Honkai Star Rail, but like, dude, have you seen the amount of keywords for fucking Aventurine? Every time I click on a new window, there are 2 new keywords. 2 new keywords per thing you click on. I fucking can't, man.
Nah, Kuro's a little bit nicer, but they wanted to be really, really special with their combat. To be fair, PGR, which is like, you know, the other game that Kuro made, is like it's very, very highly rated for its combat. But they they are specifically complex with how they choose to name everything. So like the other thing is that they update every single CBT, which is good, but normally when you update a CBT, you don't like rework like a full combat system every time. So I'm like doing research for the game and I'm like, is this outdated? Is this misinformation? Like, I don't have access to the server, so I can't even confirm for myself if it's right. And then there's like terms that are like, this is your ultimate. Oh, also there's something that kind of sounds like it would be your ultimate, but that's not your ultimate. That's completely completely separate. And then also like how you get your ultimate, like it's just, and no one wants to talk, or like no one is quote unquote allowed to talk, because if you quote unquote talk about leaks, which is not even a leak, but it's just like there's a quote unquote like private server client that's available out in the world, but none of us would ever use it, right? No way. But like, because that's out in the open, if you ever ask a question anywhere and you're like, hey, what does this term mean? They're like, whoa, buddy, are you trying to break TOS? I'm like, no, man, I didn't play the game. Can someone tell me what the fuck this term means? Like, I have no idea. Like, what is resonance energy? Like, what is concerto effect? Like, what? How are these different? Like, what are they? Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what it was, right? So I know a lot of Chinese internet culture, especially how games are designed, is based off of, and I actually maybe need some OG gamers to come in and clarify this for me. Okay, a lot of the Chinese internet, how the games are designed, how just things designed in general, right? Just game design, how Chinese people are used to seeing games, is based off of DFO, like Dungeon Fighter Online. And I know that was a Nexon game at some point. Like, was that game just chock full of random ass unique keywords? Like what was the game that like made Chinese people go, oh yeah, those unique skill keywords, we need to have those, right?
I do think it was MMOs. I think, dude, I'm not gonna lie, it might have been MapleStory. I think MapleStory is the cult, is like kind of the cult for everything. Maybe, dude, MapleStory be saying some
MapleStory was
stupid
like
shit for
really
fun.
simple, right? Like Like,
Yeah, I
I'm trying
think
to think
until
about how the keywords work in that game. Like, everything had a simple name, everything had a simple skill name, right? Like, even
I
when
think
things
it
got
did, and then
crazy, it didn't
they.
get that crazy, especially as far as like the language is concerned, right?
Mhm.
DFO is dumb. I do not miss the grinding. Wait, Kami, okay. Rather than asking what you played at this point, what fucking haven't you played? Because, dude, okay, every time like a new game comes out, especially if it's a roguelike, Kami just be hopping in and he's like, oh, this is how you do this. Yep, okay, dodge there. Okay, press spacebar right now. There's a punch coming in 3, 2. Yep, see, you dodged it. Okay, cool. And then you want to do this. And he's like reading 3 seconds ahead into every fight. I'm just like, how do you know this? He's like, well, you see, back in 2003, there was this game released on the web browser, and I happened to spend 2 weeks doing nothing but playing this game. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm
It's
like,
like on a rocker.
yeah, I thought like 2003 you were playing this this other game. He's like, well, see, that was when I was stuck in my auntie's house and I had no internet, so it was just me and my Game Boy, and I was stuck playing it for like 3 weeks. And I'm just like, okay. And, like, he's always had a story for like, yeah, this is why I spent 3 weeks playing nothing but this, and it's been every game that's come out so far. I was watching
That's the
I was
veteran.
watching Conk and Dubix play Rabbit and Steel yesterday, and you know they're obviously getting cooked, right? It's a decently difficult game. It just came out. Nobody knows how it works. I was watching Kami stream it, right?
Mhm.
I go out, right? I had something to do. I went out. I go out. I work out. I come back home. Kami's there, and he's fucking he's like microing 3 players. He's just like, okay, you go do this. Yep, go do that direction, do this, and then swing back around. I was like, holy shit, what is goddamn happening?
Dude, he's got the boys.
He really had him. Tawukbe, thank you for the follow. Welcome, guys.
Oh,
we're just
dude,
waiting
that's
for
the
people to check
fucking
in.
goat right there, bro.
What's up?
Sheesh. That Tuwukbe guy, yo, that guy. Hey, that guy's got a that guy's got a huge peepee. You know what I mean,
He's got a huge peepee. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of like just guys in the community, right?
Hmm.
I feel like there's this there's this classification of Twitch viewers that,
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm
that are
listening.
like, okay, some of them are banned on my channel, but they're not banned on like yours or other people's. And like I've seen guys that are like banned in your channel and they designated they come hang out in mine. And then there's like dudes that are like banned in like all of our channels.
our-
That's just like
yeah.
they're just completely, they don't exist in the community anymore. So I'm just trying to figure out how many of those people are here. By the way, if you're one of those people, you can still sign up to the tournament. Check-in is still open. Sign up still open. We're probably gonna be here. We're technically supposed to start like right now, but we need to wait for Divine. So once Divine
good.
gets here, you probably have like five more minutes to sign up and check in. Got 20 people in right now. $200 prize pool, 5,000 Skystone. You know, just a cool.
Oh, yeah, wait.
$200, 5,000. You know. So
Do you have that option that if they're banned in the channel, they can't see the stream?
I don't actually.
Oh, so they can
I
see
don't-
it. Okay, okay.
I don't know if I want to like gate somebody like that hard for my content. You know, I don't think I've ran into anybody like that. I'm like, I don't even want them to see me. You know, I want them to be like the Squidward memes where they're peeking through the blinds. You know, like I want them to feel bad. You know, I feel like if they feel that bad, they wouldn't even be here.
This is a goofy
Still
level.
asleep. Check for me. Thanks, bro. I Wind Demon has banned Still Asleep XD. Fuck you. Oh my god, bro. Don't ever change. Holy shit. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Bro, I still remember this. Wait, hold on. I gotta check a few with you. Is Not Powerful 7 still banned in your chat?
he should. Did you unban him in yours, dude?
He was
Honestly,
never banned in mine, bro.
I feel like okay. If you read what he,
all I can say is I'm all for equality, right? So if I'm not going to ban strictly gay people in my chat, I will not just ban people for being homophobes. You can be phomophobe. Homophobe. You can be a homophobe in my fucking chat, right? Just don't do it publicly, right? Don't make it a point to be a homophobe, right? I don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's banned in VIX. He's chilling here. He's been a respectful viewer every single fucking day. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Listen. What I will say is that where's that FBI statement? Like, I will not be associated with any of the comments that are being sent on stream right now. However, I agree. Trying to police people like that is kind of crazy, but this is kind of like the equivalent to wearing pants when you go out. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, whatever you want to do in your own household, by all means, man. But I ain't looking at no dick when I walk outside, bro. Like, it is what it is.
I don't know what he said in your chat, but specifically, he has not said a single like discriminatory thing in mine. So I was like, damn.
Let me take a look.
He must have been fishing real hard or some shit, bro.
You're actually required by Twitch TOS to monitor your chat for stuff like that and take it out.
Oh, absolutely. But, you know, he hasn't said anything out of pocket in my chat. Like, I understand how TOS works. If he did, I probably would have banned him. But he hasn't. Okay. Here's a different one. He's banned in mine, but I've seen him alive in a couple of other people's chats, right?
I have seen him alive in other chats.
There's a guy, okay. He's, man, I'm trying to think about if we could play this minigame without me saying who it is. Cause, like, he's banned in my chat and he can't even defend himself. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, I'm fucking confused. Is he unbanned in my chat?
Can I still sign up? Yeah, go for it. Still sign up, still check in. We're waiting for people to check in right now. Alright, it's late enough. I'm gonna start pinging Divine. You think Divine's awake or asleep right now?
I've got no clue. Did he say if he was working today or anything?
Well, he was I don't know. I got a notification from him at 7 a.m. my time, so I'm assuming he's asleep. Let's take a poll, all right? We got 1 minute to vote on this. Should I call and wake up Divine? Wait, or do you guys think Divine is still asleep? It's just a yes or no poll. Yeah, you just go ahead and vote. If you guys think he's still asleep, I'll just go call him. If you guys think he's up, he's just brushing his teeth right now or some shit, we can wait for him.
Damn.
Is this
I can't even find his comments. Banned? He was
that specifically no, but we have banned somebody. Like, somebody's actually banned around here because they say they diddle kids. And I'm like, yeah, maybe we're not fucking with that.
Maybe not. Yeah, maybe
we're not fucking with that. So he's banned here.
I kind of remember what he said. I think he was, oh, you know what it was? There's like that, there's that guild. Okay, well, it was two things. We were talking, I think we were like going through the story. I think it was like when I was replaying through the story or something. And we saw something, and he said, like, when someone was talking about, like, a gay character or something, he was like, ew. And he doubled down, and he's like, no, that's fucking gross. Like, very, like, and then, and that was like, okay, that's kind of crazy. And then he got timed out, or, like, we timed him out for that. Because I was like, all right, Joe, like, all right, dude, like, nice edgy joke, but, like, whatever. And then later on, we started playing RTA, and there's that one guild in RTA whose username or like whose name is LGBT. And then he would go, like, when I would queue into someone in that guild, he was like, make sure you beat that guild down. Like, would not say anything else.
I've never seen this guild before, bro.
He would, like, specifically say, like, like, he would be lurking the whole time, like, after he got timed out or whatever, and he's like, make sure you specifically win against this guy. Yeah, and then he would be like, good job on beating that guy. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
That's 2 flames.
Like, I thought he was dapping me up for, like, actually having a good draft, and I was like, oh, no, dude, I just have, like, an LGBT-leaning, like, player that I'm fighting against. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Like, it was. He's never said anything like that in my chat. That sounds fucking flames.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. It is what it is. Like if they say it, they say it. They don't do it.
Also,
Like
Pure White Trust. Wow, Divine's favorite. Thank you for subbing at tier 1. I appreciate it. Welcome. Enjoy the join. I can't speak
dude,
today.
Nameless
Wow,
is
what a
kind of
day
the
to be
goat,
casting
bro.
a tournament. Welcome. Enjoy the emails, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Ahoy. Crying.
Dude, this is another one of the goats. No joke.
It's another one of the goats.
If you use E7 Twitter, this is like the horny for Zahak and Rand guy.
That's what's up. I respect the hustle. Damn, he sound horny for
Yes.
Ran as a hawk. It sounds like he's not powerful seven's arch nemesis, man.
Yes, rival, real rivalry.
I thought
bro.
rival implies they have like a friendly relationship. I thought not powerful just has that pure unadulterated hatred for anything that's like kind of homosexual, no?
Dude, what's crazy too is I swear, like when he said that shit, I was like like my jaw was on the floor. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like this guy is saying some wild shit, and he like doubled down on it. So I was like, oh, so I mean, like it probably won't take long before people like start commenting about like how crazy he says shit in other chats, right? Like,
Right.
gotta be, right? And then I just hear from like Win, because like obviously you know like Win gets Win is like modding for all the other channels, and he's just like, nope. In this chat he's safe. In this chat he's safe. I'm like, dude, like surely the things that are being said about or said by this guy are like not savory, and like you know, like he has to be getting controlled, right? Or like he has to be getting moderated, right? But apparently he just puts on his Sunday's best, bro, when he goes to other chats and just not mine. I don't know how.
Best.
Like,
That's what's up.
I don't know how you could even play E7
I mean,
and be
it's
in
like
this
the same
community
thing,
with
right?
what
Like
happened.
I'm sure when you're streaming, you adopt a persona that you have, and then what do you call that? Like when you're not streaming, like I don't know about you, right? But like Win said something for like 2 years now. He says like Valky. Now that's not even the same person. Don't get it twisted. Like that's true. That shit is true. No cap. Like
I mean,
I have
agree.
a filter when I'm streaming, and might not be a very good filter, but it's a filter. You know what I'm saying? Like that filter not there when I'm not streaming, bro. I'll keep it real with you.
Honestly, dude, I'm so like terminally online right now that I'm kind of what you see is what you get. Outside of saying like a few unsavory things to my mods.
Bro, our boy Divine Darkness really is playing hide and seek with a camera, huh?
It's every day, bro.
It's
Every
every
day
day,
we
bro,
inhabit-
with that
we
Disney
inhabit
Channel
this
flow.
darkness.
Yo, that's what's up.
Can I say shout out and appreciation to the poll going off announcing I'm asleep while I'm in chat?
Yeah. Hey man, we were looking for you. That's all I'm gonna say.
Get scammed on those points, but I'm sorry, bro. You get scammed.
What's up, Bolito?
No. We wouldn't have like a points or anything. Anyway, 24 people signed up and checked in, which is pretty comfortable. I'm down to play with that, but give it a couple more minutes. We're probably starting soon, but mostly there are a few usual suspects that usually sign up, but never checks in, never actually plays for the tournament. I'm looking at a few of them. Most people have signed up, so if
that is a terrible thing to do, bro. Fake sign up for a tournament just to troll the signups.
I mean, I think it's like maybe they just keep forgetting every time. Like I think Volcanics earlier went to ping Rigby. That didn't happen. Who knows? Man, Rigby might show up for the 6th time and he's just like, oh man, can I still sign up? Like mid-match that after we're still playing. Alright, that happened. Would join, but I got a wedding. Hey, I hope you have fun, man. Enjoy the party. I suck at this game. I mean, if you are just trying to win, then like, yeah, I mean, I guess, right? But I feel like a lot of times, like, you play in a tournament just for fun.
Yeah, I don't think a preseason community tournament is where we go to die on the I'm bad at RTA hill. Don't you worry, King. Just this once, bro. You got the pass.
This is where you go to learn that you are going to be bad at RTA. All the new rules are in place. And
If you
get to
think about
figure
it,
out what's gonna happen.
if you think about it, losing in a tournament and having people commentate on your play is almost maybe better than never having this experience, because at least you know what you're doing wrong, right?
Oh,
Like
absolutely.
you could at least get a little bit of
Yeah,
feedback.
I think for anybody that's trying to improve right now, definitely play in tournaments.
Yeah.
At least like tournament provides an alternative pathway into grinding, right? Because now instead of like just mindlessly hitting find opponent button, right? Mindlessly slamming games on the ladder, you actually get to slow down a little bit and strategically think through some of the game plans that you have to approach a slightly
Mhm,
longer set with, right? And I
mhm.
think that sometimes is kind of important um when it comes to improving your own game as well, right? Especially for me. Historically I'm fucking shitty on ladder cuz I'm lazy, I don't like to grind, right? But if you've watched any tournament I'm ever in, I overperform in every single tournament, right? And I'm sure you were there for that firsthand since we
Yes,
were on the
sir,
same
baby.
team last content creator battle, yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Every single tournament I'm somehow playing way above my weight class, and it's just like, hey man, sometimes like you just
Dude, some people are good at preparing, you know, some people are good at winging it. You know, I think either way though, I think it's nice to have like a honestly, it's probably better to be like a well-organized player. Like the
I'll
more
tell
and
you
more I
what,
think
I
about it.
realized what it was very recently, right? And I hate to admit that I'm this type of person. I'm actually an overthinker. I don't like to overthink because one, it feels
Mhm.
icky, and two, it just takes a lot of time, and it make me brain hurty, right? Like, but in reality, I really am an overthinker, which is kind of why
Okay.
I stream RTA. Like, you got dudes like Cat streaming for like 11 hours, and they're fucking chilling, right? My dumbass streams for like 3 hours. I'm like, all right, I'm at my limit. I'm about to tap out,
Well,
coach. Like, I
it's
can really only play RTA for like 3 good hours if I don't have somebody like I'm not margareting it up. I got somebody whispering in my ear. Wind is like, all right, run them hands. Show me what's up. Right? I get tired. I get fucking tired. Like I got 3 good hours in me every time I fired up.
Dude, I came from Subathon 24/7 end of season playing, bro. That was okay. I think if you actually enjoy the game or the playstyle or like whatever you're doing in Epic 7 or whatever you're streaming, I think it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like I think that's just like a symptom of like whether or not you enjoy what you're doing. I think it is extremely fucking funny when I press Ran S3 and it defense breaks and I kill. If I don't defense break on Ran S3, I'm turning off my monitor, bro. I'm waiting. I'm looking at chat. I'm waiting for my inevitable heat death, bro. Like it is what it is.
Do you
But
do you
you
enjoy?
know,
Now that we're here, right, and we're still waiting for people to finish signing up and checking in, right? Do you
mhm.
enjoy the fact that you can lock Ran in now on your third pick, and you no longer have to worry about outspeeding people? You just be able to outspeed people for free. You get 2 bridges, 2 anchors.
I'm seeing a stupid amount of like early Zeo prio, and I don't know how to beat it. I'm gonna be honest. Ran if there's no Zeo Pog, but then it's also kind of a 50-50 because I'm just doing some head ass shit where I'm picking Lionheart Sermia every game. Because there's always an Ed on 3 in response to the to fucking Ran on 3. But I mean, I think it's funny. I think I know we'll get into it more, but I think for as much criticism there's been on the third pick ban protection, I also think it's kind of funny. I think it
Okay.
does like open up the game a little bit more, which I think is actually what people have been waiting for from the game. I don't think it's good to keep the game stale.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
this is one of those things that really changes up the game a lot. But I will say this, right? I am all for game companies changing up the game, changing up some of the basic rules the game is built around. I'm not a fan of it happening pretty much the season right before Worlds is supposed to be played.
I can understand that. It's I think honestly, I don't know, Valk. I don't know how you feel about it. Do you feel like 3 month seasons are a little long?
No, not really. I think they're all right.
Maybe maybe I'm thinking of like the preseason. Then
Yeah,
maybe I'm
you're
just an
also including
RTA
the
addict.
preseason, right? Because
Yeah.
it's what it's 12 weeks, which is 3 month, and it's also four weeks of preseason, right? So it's technically a 4 month
Hmm.
cycle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably feels a bit long, but it's like fine, you know. Also, Emnim and No Luck Pouring, thing to follow. Welcome, guys. We'll be starting the tournament off shortly. For now, we're just yapping a little bit, waiting for people to check in, and low key, I'm kind of waiting for 32. 32 is like the number I like to stop at, right? Because it gives us some really clean rounds. So if last minute you want to try your luck, because I'm looking at some people like Light E7 hasn't shown up yet. He's not checked in. Right? Wait. Actually, I might have to turn check-in back on for a second, so we can get some more people. Otherwise, we're like at 29, which is like it's fine, but hey, hopefully we can
What up, Mr. Eminem? Yo, how are you just following Valky? No, Eminem, you piece of shit. I'm calling you out, motherfucker. Ocean Breeze Luluka Simp head ass. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Okay, yeah, there we go. Should be fine. We got 29 checked in right now. The moment I see 32, I'm firing it up. But yeah, it's gonna be chill. Okay, ground rules. Lay down some ground rules. Under no circumstance can we name the recent collaboration. It's almost like we didn't have a collaboration recently, guys, because the collaboration is now over, and we are also officially sponsored by Smilegate. We do not have the power to talk about any form of recent collaboration. So recent collaborations do not exist to me.
Yeah, it might feel a little bit slimy, and I honestly feel partially guilty about this coming about. But over and under no circumstances are we allowed to talk about any of the recent collabs. So let's
Yep.
just get that straight.
How do
yeah.
you check
Wait.
in? You sign up, and then there should be a button that says check in, and you click on that. If you are participating, there are a couple things you need to do. One, make sure your Matcherino account is at least close to your either Twitch or in-game account. Ideally, you're like the same on all three platforms. Like, Poods8 is just Poods or Poods8 on literally everywhere, right? Rigby Bad is Rigby Bad on every platform. So, like, make sure you're like one of these boys at the very least. You're going to be using, so how this is how it's going to work. We're going to be refreshing the brackets in a little bit, so the brackets don't matter. But how this works is that once the bracket is generated, we're going to be playing 2 rounds of games. Actually, it's looking like we're getting 3, so which is cool. And it's going to go like this. If you are in a round and your match is being called out to be streamed right here on this stream, make sure you guys DM Frost or my boy Chicane for the room password, right? Join the room, and then we'll set you up, right? If you are not being choose to play on stream within the round, feel free to play, right? But after you're done, right? Like let's say you're between Hufer and Daigo, right? You made it to next round versus Sputnik, right? As an example, don't play this match yet, even if both of you guys are ready. Because your match might get chosen to be played on stream for the next round. So that's the only thing you gotta watch out for. We will be finishing up today once these match. I'm drawing like a virtual line here, right? Right here. Everything to the left will be played today, and everything to the right will be for tomorrow. So we'll see you guys back here in 24 hours for the start of day 2, and then we'll be wrapping up the whole event. Today is going to be all matches, but tomorrow we'll have a game show that you guys can play for Skystones that everybody's welcome to join. So everybody has a chance to win something. And then Kana and Divine will be playing a game. I don't know which one.
It's a goofy one, bro.
It's a goofer. It's a real goober.
Yeah, that's gonna be some fun tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, bet. Yeah, and then they're gonna be playing for charity. Loser donates to charity, so hope you guys are there for that.
Mm-hmm.
We're at 32. Okay, bet. If we're at 32 checked in, I'm down to close check-ins then. Cool. I guess that's everybody that's relevant to the event. If you didn't sign up or you haven't checked in, I gave you a chance. I literally hung out here for an hour trying to convince you to check in, so that's everything you're getting from me. Okay, before we start, I actually need to use the restroom. Can we take a real quick bio break? Everybody go real quick. I'll be right back.
Dude, good plan. I'm getting my drink. I'll be right back.
You're left all alone with me, chat, once again. Another fair tournament, another opportunity for us to hang out and figure out where the meta's going. Yes, we're all stuck in divine darkness. Just me, you, and a couple errant thoughts. How about that, boys? All I need is Euphine. Euphine will carry you in this meta. Betwixt her bosoms, the fair maiden will make sure you're okay. Kendrick's been going off, bro. Kendrick is beyond divine darkness. He's in a place. He's in a place forbidden by light. I'll say that much. The HSR story. I mean, I hope that's good, bro. I hope that's good. I didn't quite connect with HSR, but its story was something. I just didn't get I didn't get mommy, and so I was out. I made a very quick. It's how I quit actually a lot of gotcha games. I'm like, give me mommy or I'm out. I didn't get Kafka, and I didn't get whatchamacallit. I didn't get Kalstid from Arknights. I'm like, I'm out. I didn't get my divorce papers. I'm out.
Peace. Oh, bro, for the first time in like 3 years, I stubbed my toe running to the restroom to pee. And I can't believe that's happened. I never thought I'd do that.
Ghost, bro. The speed you run speed set there. You went a little bit too quickly. It happens to the best of us, you know.
Yeah. I stubbed my fucking toe. I've never done that in 3 years. This is my first time having a mishap en route to the restroom. Oh god.
Drake getting exposed. Oh, did he actually get exposed for saying that shit? I mean, everybody knew, right? Nobody's master plan is just like, I'm going to convince people that I read PDF files, and then I'm going to reveal that I don't. Because even being associated with that for 2 seconds isn't the worst thing that could happen to you. Crazy, bro.
It's crazy. All right. Anyway, here's the thing. When Kana comes back, we'll officially kick it off. So one last thing to do. We're gonna refresh the bracket a couple of times. So we're gonna shuffle seeds on the bracket. So give me a number, chat. I guess whatever number I see the most, we'll shuffle it that many times, and then we'll send the tournament with that in mind. 6, 7. We're doing 7. I see 7's a lot.
I see 3 6s.
I've seen like 5 trillion.
See more sevens.
I think I've seen enough. We'll reset it 7 times, and then we'll fire it. Okay, let's do it. Shuffle seeds. Okay, we're gonna do it 7 times. 1, yes. Are you sure you want to seed the bracket? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Rigby with the bye. Ah, shucks. Oops.
Rigby
Say
with the
goodbye,
bye?
Rigby.
Alright, I don't know what this is looking like right now. How's this looking?
Higa versus Volcanics. Dude, it's like I'm gonna play.
Okay, seems fine.
Okay.
I thought we would have like a clean bracket because it's 34. I mean, that's fine. More the merrier. No harm done. Okay, well, this is going to be the bracket. So, publishing that.
Let's
and
go.
We're gonna start the tournament. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the sort of 4 seasons, spring 2024. I had to think about that for a second since this tournament has went through 2 to 3 iterations of different name changes. And I don't know about you boys, I've been here for every single one of those. And yeah, welcome to there has absolutely not been a collab in the community for so long tournament. The fuck is going on? Sputnik and Vasta, feel free to play your matches. Aylin and Andrew as well. I guess we're doing this instead. I guess this is our bracket. Unless we want to see one of these matches, boys. How are we feeling about this current patch? Because this was originally supposed to be under a different theme, but now not only do we have buffed units, but we also have third pick ban protection. which
This is
actually
gonna
changes
be
up the
very
game a lot,
crazy
doesn't it?
looking. Yeah. Uh,
It's definitely going to change the face of the battlefield and the tactics that players are going to design for themselves to make a path forward. Really, I'd really more like to call this tournament something of a trendsetter union, something of a vanguard specialty, where you're going to be designing your own way through the bracket. And as you get further, those strategies are going to be repeatedly tested, forged in that fire, and sharpened into a sword that should serve you well should you sit atop this union of the Sword of Summers tournament. Oh, spring, fuck.
Oh man. Look,
so close, so
look.
close, so
I
close.
think right now, the way I would describe where we're at with the game is that our anime, the playable animation, hit its time skip. Right. A lot of units are getting insane levels of power up. And not only
Yep.
that, we also have a new format. Like, we all thought coming into this week, right? Fire Ravi, Blood Moon Haze, even the green meme beam machine herself, one of Devine's favorites, Celine, got a huge buff. These units just went from, like, Omega Lol XD units to actual players in the metagame. And we thought that was going to be the difference maker. But what actually ended up happening was third pick ban protection came in and it actually changed up the drafts a lot. So going into this event, I really want to see, what do you guys think is going to be like the most impactful part of the draft? Like, who do you think is going to be the ultimate winners? Whether it's some of the faster strategies, or do you think maybe some of the turn 2 strategies have a definite edge going into this?
I think a lot of people, when they saw Blood Moon Haste, were like, dude, Cleave is dead. How could you possibly play Cleave when Haste is in the game? But alas, Valk, as with everything in Epic 7, when you design something to kill Cleave, the Cleavers take it instead. It happened with Politis, it happened with APOC Ravi, it happened for pretty much every single iteration of anti-Cleave in this game. And lo and behold, I think we're going to see probably this character the most, because I don't think there are very good answers to him, assuming that you can pivot, or if you are able to, kind of take all the strong characters with him. He's so flexible. He's kind of, I don't want to say he's like a, okay, they obviously are different, but like the flexibility that you have with him, ML Haste that is, feels very similar to Zio. And I think the only thing that I've seen that can handle Haste is Zio. So if you pair the two together, and I also saw Elf Mage playing like the quote unquote like tiny guys draft, like the Zio Ludwig and Blood Moon Haste draft, it doesn't look balanced. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Guys draft.
Oh yeah, I don't know how you're supposed
the Minutemen?
The
Yeah,
little bros
Minutemen?
draft. It's just
The
all
little bros
three
draft.
little bros. What you guys mean?
Is the
Yeah.
Shotokan squad? Shotokan
Yeah.
Saturday?
It's just
Dude,
the little
it's
bro
crazy.
squad, bro. Anyway,
We're all here to do it together.
out of the first round of matches, guys, who do we want to watch? We're picking 3 out of all of this first part, and then we're gonna pick 3 out of all of second rounds. Who do we want to watch?
Well, you know I'm always down for a good old Poods match.
You're always
Dude.
Are you though? Every time Pooh start drafting, bro, you bust out that blanket. That's all I'm gonna say.
You're right. Volcanics is right there. Let's see what he's.
All right, you want the Volcanics matchup? All right, Kana, who are you? Which matchup are you looking at?
Okay. I don't think this is a leak, Valk, but do you know the Poods gif?
Yes,
The-
yes, the one with the gears.
The gear one?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I was just made aware of that gif, dude. I have got to see this gala in play, bro. I have got to see this
Okay,
shit.
so we're picking Poots anyway. Okay, so
Yeah,
if you, by the way,
yes,
if you
yes.
guys are playing on stream, hit up Chicane. He's in the stream VC. He's in tournament general. Hit him up. Hit him up in the DMs, and he'll give you the password. So, I guess between Volcanics, between Poods and J4, Volcanics, XLR, Poods, J4. Who else do we want to watch? I'm seeing some people say Rigby bad, but Rigby says me. So I don't like caving to people's demands.
Dude,
so I'm
kind of on the
pick
same
somebody
wavelength
else.
as you. Yes.
All right. Do you guys want to see Groovia? I actually ran into him last day on the ladder. He popped up a pretty interesting draft. I kind of want to see how he's adapted since then. So, kind of down for Groovia. How do people in chat feel? You guys down for Groovia? Or is this like a hard we hard support Rigby here. Like, what's going on? What's the vibe?
I think it would be interesting to see Higa as well. Higa plays, dude. Higa's my my clone.
Is this the Higa or is this one of the Higas?
No. This is the OG rank one. Yeah.
IGN Slam Dancer.
Yes, sir.
Is he coming on Slam Dancer or is he coming on IGN Higa?
Slam Dancer.
That's what's up.
No,
Okay.
dude. What? This is. I'm sorry to keep like deviating off the script, bro. You know the Asia score we were talking about, Valk? You know, everyone's like been. I want you. What do you think Higa's main's Asia score is?
Like on Hashi or on Slam Dancer?
On Hashi.
His Asia like the
His-
bot
yeah, the
that
Asia
scores
score.
all of your gears.
Yeah. If you had to take a guess, what do you think it is?
If I had to take a guess on his old account,
Yes.
probably like less than 1,400 because he had to do some really cope drafts.
Yes, because his gear was terrible.
His gear was shit, right? That's why he plays on Slam Dancer now, no?
Dude, it is below 250. That is a legend finishing account with below 250.
That's a little bit crazy.
A man after my own heart.
250 is crazy.
I don't think it's getting
I have
shamed, to be honest. Like, I think dudes.
I
like
think
that
it's a badge of honor.
If anything, it's like it really proves like that you're skilled, right? Like you don't need legend gear. Like, have you seen Trap Tricks account? Like that's my favorite. That's my fucking go, bro. He plays exclusively like Turtle. He picks a lot of like you know how when like somebody like Wind would play, right? Like the playstyle is more so like called speed flex because you're picking an opener and then you're just kind of flexing back in a standard, right? And that's how it plays out most of the time. Trap plays speed flex with his speed opener Conqueror Lilius being like 280 speed. I don't know how he was like top 30 with that, man. I'm just like that's how you know he's the GOAT. That's how you know he's the GOAT.
I died to one too many SSBs from Trap, bro. Even if I wanted to laugh at the turtle, I've died too many times to the kickback. Mercedes too, man. Those characters are so disturbing. Too disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me know when everybody is in the lobby because now that we have our matches picked out, we got Volcanics, we got J4, we're missing Poos, we're mixing Groovy and Higa. Kind of excited to see that matchup actually.
Yeah. Dude, Higa's on the dark technology too, bro. He's about to show you how OP ML Haste is.
We'll see soon enough.
Yep.
I was talking about this a little bit earlier with you, Valk, but so far from what I've seen already, there's three major strategies when it rotates around this third pick ban protection style, right?
Absolutely.
They're those people who use the system to guarantee something, whether that's their cleave open, whether that's their tank down mitigation knight. It's simply now that I can guarantee I have this element in my draft. I can either draft a cleave opener with 2 supports, 2 anchors. I could draft a mitigation knight with 3 DPS and a support. You know, a healer, all that stuff, right? They use it to guarantee something, stabilize their draft, right?
Yep, you use it to either lock in you could do like tank down players can lock in a solo DPS, right? And as we talked about earlier, cleavers, you can just guarantee Ran, fastest unit in the game, or you want to guarantee Zeo, you can do that as well, right? It lets you play opener, 2 bridges, and 2 anchors, which structurally seems a little bit crazy to me, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you've got players from there who are like, okay, I'm going to use this spot to either pre-ban what I think is most annoying or what is going to be most detrimental to your strategy thus far, or where you might want to go, right? That's where you'll get a Politis, that's where you'll get a Celine, that's where you'll get characters who shut down elements like Solitaria, or even some other characters that will, like Politis to destroy your resource
shut
gain.
Down Focus, Alvira for Fighting Spirit, right?
All that stuff. Yeah.
ML Sharoom for stunts and sleeps, right? Like you have to really make a statement with your third pick now, right? Before third pick is that rotation where you're like, okay, this is where I'm going to flesh out the core, right? Not only do you need a core now, your third pick needs to make a statement on I intend to play this way or I intend to not let you play this way, right?
Yep.
And I think that is a really important part of the strategy to be able to distinguish what makes separate the good players from the great, so to speak.
Yep, yep. And then of course, last but not least, you've got the people with the strategist pre-bans, the ones where it's just like, okay, this was necessary to pull off my unique composition. I think a lot of people are familiar with that, with the Fumir stuff they've seen going around. So I think it's interesting to see all these reminiscent styles sort of intersecting and interweaving around this third pick pre-ban nonsense
Absolutely.
that we have
And
going on.
I can't wait to see what strategies people employ today. Speaking of strategies, I do believe we have everybody in the lobby. We have all 6 participants off the first round. So if you are the rest of these guys in the bracket right now, and if you need to check bracket in chat, it is pinned to the chat right now. So check the bracket. Find your opponent. Either use the Twitch chat or use the tournament general in the Discord. Either or works, right? As long as you can find them, and then just start playing, and then we'll play these matches on stream. And whenever Poods and J4 are ready, let's send them into the match.
I'm gonna make a bold prediction here.
Mhm.
If Zeo on 3 is ever present, I don't think that character has a counter on 3. I've thought about it like real hard, like sat down and think about it. Not that we're gonna see it in this game, I'm sure, but like if that gets shown up, I cannot even imagine how you would beat Zeo on 3. I don't think anyone's ever gonna let you get to 3 though. I think people hate that
Zeo
character.
trap it on 3, or do you think like we're past the point of Zeo trapping now?
I think people Zeo pre-ban it if you're looking at the match currently right now.
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think there's plenty of reasons to ban that. You either, unless you are extremely proficient drafting around them. I mean, look at that, right? We banned the Zeo, first pick the Ran. We do not want any aggressive action to come through. Locked in with the Navy Captain Landy. That is something he looked extremely comfortable with. Locking in real quick. Poods not missing a beat though, countering with the Maid Chloe. And then now this is the first iteration of that pivotal third pick coming through. Bellion comes out. We are locking away all the books. So if we have to play against the Ran, there will be no soul burns available for J4.
Yeah, and the response, it seems to be in turn to that Belian, also seems to come in kind with the Angel of Light, Angelica, as well. Going to be taking advantage of the CR push-up, of course, very valuable, but also the skill nullifiers coming out, maybe a couple extra, double dosing the Ran up there. Very naughty, doesn't need all those skill nullifiers to himself, but he'll enjoy plenty of the protection as we get underway and underset into the match. It's going to be a long set sail, voyage, and journey for the Navy Captain Landy. She usually comes out with that devastating S3, but it might take a little bit longer if that C Politis actually makes it on board.
Hang on, Divine. Last Rider Crow also locked in. We know we're stuck fighting this Bellion in this match here, so we're going to draft 2 forms of punishment. One in the skill nullifier with the Angel of Light, like you said, but also now we have Last Rider Crow coming in, so with every incoming AoE from this Bellion, J4 team will just be getting stronger and stronger, and he is scaling his team into the end game fast, especially with this Ram. But Poods not, I mean, following punch for a punch. We lock in that Gala Lilius. We got the Maid Chloe, so you know his team probably has some type of effect resist that's just splayed out for the entire team. Is it going to be enough though to fight this Angel? Wow, and is that your favorite unit?
That's my favorite unit indeed. I heard you were talking about punishment, and nobody dishes out punishment in return for his allies like Troublemaker Crozet. Going to be able to get a lot more protection, especially with the presence of that Belian on board. This is going to be a Hail Mary of counterattacks and a lot of units that benefit from their large HP pools, and that's why we see at the end the finale, the creme de la creme of this draft finishes off with the Rat. The Gaul Lilius is too dangerous to stay, and another sort of circumstance, the LRK going to be taking massive amounts of damage and putting it out, constantly being referred to by the counters, by the blind AoE, too dangerous to keep around. And speaking of dangerous, we've got the Ran S2, the S3 follow-up, attack buff up, immunity for the whole team. Let's see the kind of damage it does. Politis protected a little bit by the stealth, but won't be for too long as the cutting edge comes in with the Bastion of Hope above her head. We've got an Izar squad decked up and ready to go, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's exactly what Pooh's strategy is. ER out the wazoo on all units. You can drop these aggressive units, but do you actually land your debuffs? That is another question for another day. I mean, that is a whole lot of damage. May Chloe's already down to 2/3 of her HP, but now Troublemaker Krozak gets the push-up. We are going to most likely push up this Bellion, and now with no immunity in tow, we are going to be making a big S3 play. Comes out. Oh boy, this is going to really screw up J4CR. Ooh, everything pushed back. Angel steals the turn, gets provoked, but cleanses that instead. This needs to be a huge, impactful turn for the Angel of Light. She's going to press that S3. Oh boy, J4 better hope he lands these debuffs because lands the silence. Holy moly. We thought that, you know, like the Ren, everything was going to get resisted, but this Maid gets silenced for a turn, so he has a turn to be able to fight back here.
But the Enrage is still on. It wasn't strict as a buff, and that means another dual attack here. Of course it comes from the blind, stripping away almost all the skill nullifiers, earning a counterattack in response, and let it rip, Landy. Another follow-up with the AoE splash, healing her up like she never took that damage in the first place.
And that's the power of the Navy Captain Landy. No matter how behind you are, any AoE attacks is going to be able to come through. Elbrus Ritual Sword is just so proficient at punishing all of those AoEs, and once again, silence coming in on the main Chloe.
Another full cycle of no cleanse 2 is so big for it. Like Bellion unable to get any of the buffs, like no healing, no nothing, no effectiveness, no crit chance. Well, let's hope there's
and
crit
another
chance here.
Elbrus that is going to land a lot of damage, but this Bellion with the counter set with the 3F, and it hits again, taking out 2 units. Salvo comes to
Slash with anyone to
Captain
return?
Landy. Is it
No,
going to
just
be enough?
barely.
Who's hanging on by a thread across all units?
Oh my lord, the Landy is standing strong, but her entire team suffering for her offensive purity, and the maid Chloe hanging on just a little bit. As Carter was talking, she was gate checked by the AOL, but the AOL's dead and gone, so it's only a couple more seconds until she has to join the rest of her team. Politis with no follow-up, can she just hope for a lucky 3%?
This could be the end!
Oh, no salvo, so
no salvo.
Poos is hanging on by a thread here now. Who do you go for? You can try to fish for the May Chloe, or do you just want to go for maybe the Bellion or the Troublemaker to close out the match? J4 has a decision to make 15 seconds on the board for him, and is going to fish around on May Chloe. Salvo comes out. I think this is taking her out right here. Troublemaker Krozak goes out as well, so this turns into a 1v1.
Just a quick soul burn to get through. That buff block is really the most dangerous element though right now. A farewell gift from the AOL, because if we had gotten that heal that she had just gone on the previous turn, it might have been enough here to turn the tide. Another follow-up. Is this going to land us in the damage proc we need?
Oh,
It just barely! The 3F goes off, and that is the first victory for Poods!
What a freaking villain right there. That's what we're talking about. You know, we've seen people say in chat, in what universe does Navy Captain Landy lose this? And in this current iteration of Earth C17, we are witnessing a 3F Bellion making a comeback on the counter build, taking out the Navy Captain Landy and a bunch of these squishy units in this draft.
That was insane. I am so okay. That was the most ridiculous draft from start to dude. The most ridiculous match. Early ran into full tank pivot, into 3F Bellion, into the ER player getting tagged by the stray AOL with Spirit's Breath, into tag again on S1, into super leaning towards Poods when everyone on the Navy Captain Landy's team died, and then the Navy Captain looking like she was gonna take it back, like she just needed one more salvo, one more ultimate, or one more hit to clean it out, and then the Bellion procs off of no soul burn into 3F rocket to kill, despite not critting one time. Oh my, what a roller coaster! That was a crazy match. Like what just happened?
And continuing off of that, if you're wondering why we are not using round mode, it's because in the community, at the very least, round mode's just a little bit played out. So we're going with the OG format. Also, quick note for the admin, next match, if this makes it to game 3, we are swapping it to 3 pre-bans after the first game. So we'll be, we're just playing on this, but after this, we're going to be just moving it up to 3 pre-bans. But going to this, wow, we're looking at these guys coming up with a completely different set of was a pre-bans and first picks. I mean, J4 this time taking away the Sea Phantom Politis. We saw the amount of space she is able to create by pushing back your opponent and speeding up your own team. Now, Poots, once again, he has to fight from turn 2 position. We are going to lock in the Blood Moon Haze first pick, and now Albedo comes through as well.
No, you mean the succubus Green Knight, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the green succubus, kind of like Karina, but also not really Karina. We're talking about green Karina, boys. HP scaling Karina right here locked in. J4, though, we are going to lock in that Urban Shadow Shoe a little bit earlier this time, and we're going to put it in Last Rider Crow. Okay, going very heavy into the HP scaling, especially now that Death Dealer Ray is banned.
Very interesting that they don't want to play Janua. I apologize, actually, Divine. Did you want to? What were you gonna mention?
Oh, it's
about
okay.
this?
You're more handsome. Go right ahead.
Oh, thank you so much. I was gonna say we've had a shocking lack of Janua, despite the Sea Phantom Politis being shown. I don't recall if he was banned last game. I think Knockwall was also banned last game. It might have been Janua alongside the DDR, but I'm surprised that J4 hasn't taken the Janua on 3 as like the unbannable one. I mean, he's already got Sea Phantom. There's already, the Albedo, the Blood Moon Haste. It feels like he would work well, and maybe the 4-5 here. Maybe he was saving it for this, and he just wanted to guarantee his mitigation, or maybe his own 3F LRK. Who knows? But he actually opts for the LCB instead.
I think the really interesting part of this strategy, from Poo's perspective, is he's actually protecting his Arrowell, which I guess it's mainly for the Urban Shadow Shoe matchup. But I would think that from his perspective, from that spot that he plays in, you would rather protect the Midnight Gala Lilius and just play all supports around like that one single DPS, right? It's something that a lot of these turn 2 players can absolutely employ now, especially because from a turn 2 perspective, you have a looser requirement on the structures you need in your draft. So I'm a little bit surprised Poos didn't go for that. And once again, 4th pick traded on both sides. So no LCB for J4. And we got the Gala Lilius taken out from Poos. So, there's definitely a little bit of respect there put on Poos' name. Everybody's seen that Gala Lilius and what gear she's on. So we know for sure that at the very least, her turns matter.
Now, you were talking about the prevalence and the popularity of 3F earlier there, Valk, but we're seeing one of the other night artifacts that have really taken a shine as of late. Bastion and Prelucia up on both sides, on the Crow and on the Arrowell as well, providing some protection at least until the Politis decides to strip it. Speaking of which, we've got to strip some of those buffs on the left side. Succubus Knight putting out the Knight. Ooh, not taking away too much and actually receiving a responding volley of the Gardener's Secret, and defense breaks land all around. Exactly what you don't want to see in this kind of position.
I mean, the match starts out, and it's already looking really rough for Poos. He's down most of the damage on his team. I mean, he has like a source and a half of damage, right? Albedo, technically a bruiser, and so is Blood Moon Haze. But into this, especially without that May Chloe supporting them, it is going to be a rough matchup. Haste does counterattack, though. Heals a little bit off of this Biblos. However, that is going to trigger another one of these counterattacks. Lands the defense break, which puts Poots further into the hole. And now he needs to be able to stun this Shoe. Otherwise, when she generates enough tempo, she will be an unstoppable rock of momentum just rolling down at all of these HP units that Poot is trying to support.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're
I was gonna.
I
apologize. I was gonna say, the Biblis pick here felt so weird to me because if you just take a look at left side, all it kind of looks like here is maybe the Albedo S2 as the counter, but this entire team looks like it's starting to counter, which is why I see why J4 now has the Biblis. But I mean, even the Moon Bunny here, I'm a little bit concerned for what she's doing here. It doesn't really look like there is an extra turn to be had or some real value out of this. Maybe he would have done a little bit better with another cleanser healer. He looks like he's solo DPS Albedo, which could be the case. If this S3 ends up being a big nuke,
it needs to land here. I mean, more importantly, you just want to strip. Misses the defense break, unfortunately, but the unbuffable will be able to hold back the Urban Shadow Shoe. I mean, we could already lost our chance to block the enrage buff, but at the very least for 2 turns, we don't have to worry about the bzzzt, which is going to be landing a lot of fixed damage and adding injury to all of our tanky HP scaling units. So, Pooz sure is breathing a sigh of relief at that, and look at her there. Soul Burst that S1 into a defense broken target, and absolutely not a lot of damage coming through. So Pooz needs to be able to ride this momentum with the speed buff he has on that Albedo, on the solo DPS, and work down these units one at a time. But that's not what you want to see.
The counter.
Defense break on your main DPS. Defense break being the highest damage multiplier in the game outside of true damage, and oh boy, 4 defense broken targets now for Pooz. Can he weather the storm? The Urban Shadow Shoe is coming. Unbuffable, yes, but she is at full focus bar, and that passive is going to reset her ultimate, giving her so much power versus these HP scalers.
Water's Origin gives our Blood Moon Haste a chance to push up here and put out some damage before the throne comes down. Heavy is the crown that wears the king, that is worn on the king's head, I should say. And I'm going to also say heavy is how I'm feeling about this match right now, because it doesn't seem to be that evenly split. I'm going to have to declare it. Poods, our Lord and Savior, looks like he's in a bad spot. Especially with the resist on that sleep.
With you. Heavy is the succubus's knight's back when she has to carry a whole team of HP units versus an Urban
the
Shadow
counter?
Shoe. I'll tell you what.
Into strip. Oh, that
Into
really does
counter.
not heal that much, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it heals something like
Ooh.
8% of your haste HP, which, you know, it's not bad, especially considering how much HP you can put on him. But against the incoming waves of just sprinkler from this Biblis, it is a tough spot to be in.
Yeah, even worse, she is going to heal a little bit from the S3. Urban Shadow Shoe and her Rat Squad, Rat Pack Up, say it in chat, is ready to put down the Hammer of Dawn. A quick counterattack, 2 actually, as you can see from the Blood Moon Haste. Maybe a final bit of resistance from this squad because the pop hasn't happened yet. And there it goes, leaving him at a measly 1 HP. He may be looking dapper in the suit, but he also might just be buried in it in a couple seconds here as Biblis does the gentleman his honors.
Oh, the chandelier drops, blinds comes through, and the haste drops. You hate to see it here, you know, it looked like Pooz had an HP advantage over J4 if you just look at the top HP bar prior to that turn, but especially with the shoe, how much damage she does, and being able to just chip back Pooz's unit scaling with that injury, it might be too much to handle for Pooz, especially even with the Arrowwell. I don't think Pooz got what it takes here. It's looking rougher and rougher for him.
On that note of too much to handle, I believe our Arrowwell, her battery of HP protecting the team is almost over with, and so it seems that the match is over, and we see victory going over the J4. Finally, the second match is underway. The third has come to pave today, and I will soon see a crowned king among these two. Among us? Anyway, the match has to go on, and it's 1-1 for each of them. A little bit of a mispicked maid, says Poods. A little bit of a Kryga also going out. You can feel it, but it's a tournament nonetheless. You've got to bring your best, even when you're not technically bring your best.
I mean,
so
no
it's gonna
matter
go over
what,
to Poods for
I mean,
first
it's a
pick.
tournament. Every game matters. If you make a mistake, that is on you, and you got to play through it, right? And that's just how much of a trooper Poots is. I've seen it enough times. Poots makes a mistake, and he has to play through it. And being a Darkest Dungeon 2 main, Poots actually is fairly
Dungeon
proficient
2,
at playing through debuffs, and that's one of the specialties he's always held.
You know what they say, Valky? You know what they always say? Overconfidence is a crude and insidious killer.
And
Let's see if a little bit of a beatdown from J4 has set things back in motion and put our king in his rightful place.
I can definitely smell some Poots supporters when they're here. And speaking of Poots supporters, show me how many people are supporting Poots in chat. How many people are here for J4? And let's send the boys into Game 3 for the first set of the day at the Sword of Four Seasons, Spring 2024.
Do we actually know anything about J4?
No, I've never seen him around, but hey,
Oh,
he
we're
took a
put up
game
a good
off
fight.
Poots, and I think that's pretty impressive. Volcanic says, J4, my ex-guildie. That guy sucks. Well, damn. That's big words for a guy that took a set off, or took a game off Poots, you know. I don't think he's anything to be scoffed at if you can just take a game off Poots like that.
Hey. You're talking about Volcanics there. And remember, he is a premier star. They got absolutely robbed in certain other tournaments we won't name.
Guys, the pre-ban Galililius! Oh my god, dude!
He's
The
not about it
party's
anymore.
over,
I
and
mean,
she's
that's
not
why we play
invited.
in a tournament. You adjust to your opponent's strategy and you play around them. And I mean, Bellion's out, Galililius is out. You do not deserve to move Ron in the tournament if you got one strategy that, at least in the first 2 games, gets sniffed out by your opponent and they can put you away in game 3, right? Because guess what? If your strategy is that easy to sniff out, I mean, moving to tomorrow, we're going to have game 4, we're going to have game 5, and you're going to need an even deeper bag to reach into to bail you out of situations like this, right?
Hmm. Now, I need both of you to take a second, really pull up your arm, adjust your watch on your wrist and look down, because I believe we just went 15 minutes back in time, seeing a very similar draft unfolding before us right now, reminiscent of the first match, but with some learnings, some leanings, and a protected citizen, troublemaker Crozet, unbannable, wholly offensible, and absolutely key in putting out what this team needs. And in addition, the Biblis, the sanctimonious Gardener, who is instrumental in the previous match, will also be protected for this match going
I mean,
forward.
and look at what time it is. It's Dame time, because that succubus knight, that fairly lovely Dame, will be protected by the troublemaker Crozet in the back. However, that is challenged by that Biblis. I mean, we saw her make such a huge impact last match, and coming into this game as well. There's going to be so many counterattacks between the Albedo, between the troublemaker Crozet. Those are hard counterattacks you can actually force your opponents to make. And last pick, we are locking in that Savior Auden for Pooz. We are going into the Lone Crescent Bellona, and we want to one-shot her ASAP.
Yes, there's so much AoE going about and around this team right now, and so many problems, as you said before. You know, the defense break, obviously a horrible status effect to be hit, but if your whole team is hit with it, and you're getting hit with a landy volley at the same time, it might be good night for you very soon. On that note of good night, a fair maiden with her parasol will not be appearing towards the end of the match here, banned out with the maid Chloe as well. Thank God we
Vampire
don't have to say
Paladin
any
completely
names.
banned out. That unit can not only one-shot guaranteed hit on our Savior Auden, but also before she attacks, she will strip all buffs, so remove things like that, make Chloe revive. Definitely a very scary pick 5 from J4. Poos has to be able to respect that. Presence of Mind bans it out. We're going in. Rand takes the first turn. S2, we're not seeing an RNL proc. However, 3 buffs on this Rand. He is going to be hitting, and once again, can Poos resist?
Oh God, he hit Auden.
Especially the defense. He hit Auden.
He hit Auden. I was
but it
about to say,
resisted.
I was like, I could... Resisted just barely, but will it resist this follow-up as well?
It resists the defense break, which is the huge part, but this
Twice!
time, 2 defense break from the Biblis lands on 2 character on Poot's side. That is a little bit spooky.
Plenty of damage, plenty of debilitating debuffs could go around right now.
3
Let's see how
hits
it
on
lands.
Aiden in a row? Surely not 4.
This is fake. This unit's not even Auden, bro.
Oh my god!
Somebody find that chocolate slime. I heard they've recently learned the ability to morph, and our Auden is being sacked because, oh my goodness, that does not look like an Auden. The Auden I know can evade, and then hit back giga hard. And look at this poor thing. She's blind. She's got ligma. She's got COVID. It does not feel good to be her right now. That's gotta be a chocolate slime.
She's got a protector, and that man's name is Troublemaker Crozet. A little bit of wipe, cleansing of those buffs, saying goodbye to them. A little bit of defense buff on top for our poor princess. And she one-shots right there.
That might be big. I'll just give you a, that might be big. One-shotting the Lone Crescent Bellona. One of the anchors to J4's comm. 1 anchor down. We only got another to go. Albedo is still blind. Do we go for that S1 or no? We're just going to Soul Burn into the S3. Lower cooldown. We don't care about the blind. And we're just going to start working on that Navy Captain Landy ASAP. Damage comes through. Defense break lands. 3F doesn't proc, but that is
I'm seeing it right now. The follow-up attack, and she's wiped off the field.
Oh my god.
Anti-crit, more like get hit, a little bit of respect, a little bit of revenge for the Savior Auden, finally dealing out some damage after how much he's taken, escorting Poods safely across the finish line. Your winner here, ladies and gentlemen. The king sits haughty upon his throne. Now say your respects and go home.
And Poods right there just knocks him out. You know, we were looking at it, we're like, oh boy, this Bibble is looking real scary. Oh, that's a defense break, that's a debuff. But you know what? At the end of the day, none of those things take your HP to 0. You actually still have to put the damage in afterwards, and Pooz just took that opportunity, took the turn between the first and the second turn, right? That's what it means to be a turn 2 player. You let your opponent play the game, and while your opponent is still charging up for their second wave of offense, you just run them over completely. And that's a masterclass turn 2 play from Poods.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, speaking of another masterclass, I think we're going to be seeing another case of an extremely fast player versus an extremely slow player, isn't it?
Well,
if you're referring to the slow or the fast player being XLR, not to leak any strategies or anything like that, but after last season, I heard a very very loud and pronounced "I am never playing Cleave ever again" from one of the people on screen right now. I won't tell you who it is, but we might see a little bit of Laya, we might see a little bit of Blood Moon Haste plus Pivot down. Huh?
You talking about Light E7?
No, XLR.
Bro, you just leaked it, man. I was trying to help you not leak it, man. You're like, yeah, I'm trying not to leak it. It's somebody on screen, somebody who signed up to the turn. I'm like, oh, you mean Light E7, right? After E7 WC, he started playing standard. Like, man, I was trying to help you segue. Anyway, you know, like how Light after E7 WC last year, he's like, hey, maybe playing fast isn't it, right? Maybe I want to slow it the fuck down, and I want to really just play that turn 2 play style. I want to be able to adapt to everybody. I was going for one of those.
I was like, oh, dude, wait, did I see someone? Like, am I missing up usernames or something? I got so confused by what you were saying.
Either way, the boys are locked in. We got, known Cleaver XLR9. With Volcanics, I don't know. This is one of your boys, Divine. How would you say Volcanics playstyle comes down to?
I say it's exactly like his real life is mirrored as well. Volcanics, also known as the Great Threat of Tuscan, Arizona. He's actually a bounty hunter in the area, well known for devising strategies to take down his targets, to spending hours, sometimes even days on the hunt for various ne'er-do-wells and criminals. He devises a unique strategy, a unique plan for every encounter. And I remember something he said to me once. He looked me in the eyes, and this is what he said while I was doing my trip across the country. There are many traps you can design for a man, but for your opponents, let them deign their own disasters.
And
right?
speaking of traps a man can design, I mean, I've not seen a bigger trap in a first pick. You got Lie in the first pick, which I think in this current format, with that third pick ban protection, is one of the strongest units. I mean, we already know the I want to end legend draft, and when you can guarantee one of your units, no matter what, will make it through the draft, I think it just makes it so hard for the other player to play. XLR, though, will pick up that first pick, Blood Moon Haste, followed by Conqueror Lilius, so a lot of utility and combat stats going always for his team. Not only do we have the revive, we got the immunity, we got the barrier, and on top of all of that, we got that vigor buff coming in from Conqueror Lilius, one of the fan favorites for a long time.
That vigor buff is going to be impactful, providing the additional attack and the additional defense, which is always going to keep you safe, even through the worst of disasters. We're actually getting a little bit, as I can see, a little bit of information from chat over here. Okay, all right, display unit coming in with the hot tip. Volcanics also responsible for dealing with some of the Boeing whistleblowers. Not quite sure what that means, but I'm sure having that additional attack, having that additional defense is what prepped him ready to take down his target in supreme fashion, and I'm going to need to be defended because I'm 2 steps away from tucking in the sleep. Moon Bunny Domino appears, and I can feel the hour of sleep crossing the bridge very much soon.
And this is the exact type of play I like to see with third pick ban protection. My opponent picks an early Conqueror Lilius, I'm just going to lock in the Moon Bunny, and on top of that, Nadalon Monk Knockwool locked in for Volcanics. I mean, 2 of the best counters to that monk is the Moon Bunny as well as the Laya, which he has stolen away for himself. So he has this package of just really annoying units that now XLR has to contend with, has to figure out what he wants to do and how he wants to counter this third pick. That must be difficult for him in this position. And, you know, Volcanics already set himself up well. This is actually a very proficient trap. I want to see how he closes this draft.
Oh my god, the Mediator Cowrick and Fire Ravi on 3-4. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was really expecting something like a Rand to kind of, you know, deal with and strip the Moon Bunny of her buffs, but hey, guilty as charged. Maybe I was right. Maybe he doesn't play Cleave anymore. I know he has had Cleave he has had Rand built in the past, but Fire Ravi definitely one of the better options, I think, to Laya right now. Just in case if you guys haven't seen it, by the way, her S3 change does make it feel much worse, to be honest, when you do have to use it, especially if there are things like immunity or there are like big bulkier kind of units on the team. Formerly, it used to have the 50% defense penetration, which hit like a truck. But now I think a lot of people are relying more on the counters and her S1 to kind of make things work. But looks like he's going Arya and Stene now.
Yeah, I'm locking it in for a top 4 fight. I have a question for both of you boys before the post bans comes through. How much do you think XLR is setting up to force ban the Monk? He's just going to brute force the Arya, brute force through the Steny, and he's just going to ban the Monk. What do you think are the likelihood of that? Because if you're XLR, you have to think to yourself, do I want to, you know, ban out one of the DPS, or do I just want to take out the Monk and just be done with it?
Interesting. The last pick into Landy there.
I think
he's definitely banning it now.
Both of his last 2 DPSs, and there it is. There's the Monk force ban, and you can't let this Landy make it through. We're playing Fire Ravi through the Arya, and pretty sure XLR's plan is, I'm just gonna make it work. We're gonna need to force ban that Monk. That Monk is in too strong of a spot.
Whatever happens, the Monk needs to go.
This looks crazy. There's the Conqueror Lilius and the Mediator Cowrick, of course, very strong combo here. But there is the Steny that has like 4 layers of protection now. She has the Arya, she has the Moon Bunny, Skill Null. Even more so now, now that she's been cleansed, there's the Laya here to protect her. We do have, of course, the Fire Ravi here to put off a lot of damage, to injure. Some backline access with her skill 3 if she manages to get dragged, but she doesn't in this case. But I am really concerned with how XLR is going to deal with the Spectre Tenebria. She's got no attack down. She's going to have an attack buff, assuming that the Moon Bunny doesn't die here. Also has the barrier or the, the stealth, which doesn't really matter from Arya, but can't be hit. And he's got a bunch of single targets on left side.
I mean, that is always the big power of being able to spring out a late pick Spectre Tenebria. When your units are that tanky, you can hide your Spectre Tenebria behind that Arya, behind the Laya, and in this case, you got both units going on. Moon Bunny maybe a little bit of a weak link there in terms of her bulk, but she will be able to speed up Volcanics' draft there, pushing up the entire team on the combat readiness bar. The attack buff is going to be so impactful. Volcanics now gets to dictate the terms of this game. In my mind, he just activates the Spectre Tenebria right there, and we're going to start chipping down the Blood Moon Haze very slowly, but no, instead he goes for the Soul Burn. He's going to try to push for damage there, but Vigor buff onto the Blood Moon Haze really doesn't seem like it's hitting particularly hard at all.
Yeah, the Water's Origin proccing twice, the Warhorn coming up. I was going to say that with Volcanic's composition, I really do like the amount of access he has to CR manipulation of sorts here at the beginning of this match. Of course, with the Moon Bunny S3, with the Elia S2, and now another set of buffs to protection, the counter set, and more importantly, the Hand of God. Will this strip land? No, of course not. Bastion and plenty of
one
ER
of the
keep
few
that
ways
away.
you can really get in that effect resistance for the Arya. Counterattack goes in. One more stack.
Oh, it drags the Arya!
Yup, pulls the Arya. Now she's going to blow her load. Chain Crow comes through. Big blast. Lots of damage, hopefully. And oof, that's a good bit of damage. But, you know, I'll be honest, that's not as much damage as I think she should have thrown out. It almost feels like Volcanics is a bit behind on tempo. Like, you do a lot of damage there, but if you kill anything that's not the Blood Moon Haze, you might end up losing your whole house.
Yeah, Ravi's got the ability to S3 when she takes her turn again, but it really, I think, will come. Oh,
wait a minute.
It strips a defense buff here.
Yep, always
So
bottom
still
left
does a
buff
decent
gets
amount.
stripped, and now, whoa, that's a lot of damage.
That's a
No
lot
defense
of-
buff, fully defense penetrating, and the haste is ready to go. I mean, the Spectre Tenebria now working it down, burning as much as it can. Conqueror Lily is not long for this world as well, but as man,
Well, pull from the Spectre Tenebria.
Oh, this is actually a pretty close game. Laya, though, out of stealth now. That is going to be a close one. Pushing all the tempo onto this Laya. Can XLR catch up and put away the units he need to in time, especially getting this Blood Moon Haste another turn.
It kills her!
Yep, there it is. Conqueror Lilius
Barrier's
goes
down.
down, and the rework Blood Moon Haste. Barrier up, immunity up, and we got the Blood Rush. What's the unique buff called? Blood Aura on the haste. We got extra effectiveness, and on top of that, now that S3 is going to come through with double damage. Looking like this Arya is in trouble. We need to get Spectre Tenebria at the turn, and we need to be able to close out this Blood Moon Haste.
Laya has S3.
Soulburn comes through. That's a big turn.
Absolutely, it's a big turn, and it's going to be going into the Blood Moon Haste. Is that child going to disappear? You'll see him on a milk carton, ladies and gentlemen. Catch a milk carton. That kid is gone. Absolutely bamboozled, deleted off the face of the game, and now the follow-up attacks come in. We've got the Arya, we've got the Spectre Tenebra, a whole host of damage, and one lone Ravi stands in the way. Is she enough to pull this game back? We'll find out in a couple seconds.
I would say the Ravi has a tiny window between the Arya's ultimate putting up her own counterattack buff, but with the Laya reset, is there really room for XLR to fight back? Because normally, yes, this is the off turn, but now look at that. If the Arya comes back, I think XLR is just in trouble once again.
Ooh, a decent amount of damage to the team as well, but if so long as there are cool. Oh, and the Moon Bunny has her doctor's bag back up. Oh.
Yep, cleanses one set of debuffs, both stuns go, and once again, Volcanics is back in the driver's seat, pushing that tempo. Spectre
Another
Tenebria
pull
being
from
pulled
the Spectre
again, takes out the
Tenebria.
Meteor Choleric. That's a unit you do not want to see go down. You need all the support you can get right now.
Cleanses the sleep. But Spectre Tenebria back in the position with the S3. Is this going to just be a meter dump? Do the souls go away? No, but the S3 does go away with the attack buff. Let's see how much damage this does. Carving out over half of her life with the paralyzed.
We burn the cleanse, so Fire Ravi is going to be missing a turn. Laya takes another
Guitar
turn,
up.
and this unit she
Guitar
just
is
goes so
up.
fast. Look at her. Another turn, another soul burn. Another high damage nuke. Laya is just so strong in this format. She is so hard to beat. You cannot change my mind.
God.
Oh my goodness. If you're not first pick, you best be banning Laya going forward.
That was crazy. Wow. I mean, we kind of predicted that was going to happen. I mean, the Ravi, even if Ravi had gotten through the Arya, even if she had gotten through the Laya there, like the Spectre Tenebria didn't drop really below like half health there, right? The Moon Bunny lost a little bit of health, but Laya had like maybe one buff strip.
You needed
and
the
it
Blood
was...
Moon Haste to take one of those turns there. You needed to be able to one-shot like either the Arya or the Moon Bunny, right? And on top of all of that, you really needed to make sure that the Moon Bunny did not just deny your stun, because that stun was so... It was so high tempo. It stopped all the comeback potential XLR had and just kind of buried his chances at being able to flip that match.
2 guitars went off in that match too, Valk. That's a for
my maid
for
that
a
plays
Laya
the
solo,
base
you know what
cannot
I mean?
possibly be this strong. Look, man, I usually
try.
like characters that
Double
aren't
try.
meta characters. Like, I like characters that are like, you know, the A tier, the B tier characters. But oh my god, that character is Giga Triple S tier. Especially with this third pick ban protection format now. She is just... A Laya opener is so strong because you have such a strong guaranteed win condition, and then you can lock in more win conditions like later in the draft that also synergize with her. Definitely not balanced, and I really want to see how XLR adapts to it coming up in Game 2, where now he has the first pick.
Well, he's got a little bit of less worries on his head, obviously, with the knockwall being unavailable. I mean, there's not too many units. There's not really a unit I can think of that does a similar thing to knockwall at all. So I'd say he's clear. He's very much protected against the kind of shenanigans she brings to the team. So he should be safe sailing and able to draft without fear, without worry, as we go into the rest of this.
And we're going to need to see how these guys adapt around each other's playstyles for the pre-bans. Because now pre-bans, we moved up to 3 once we get past game 1. And look at that. No Blood Moon Haste, no Cease Phantom Politis, no Chinua. And of course, Ray, Laya, and Monk removed for the side of Volcanics.
Wait,
now
do they
that
actually
he
get
no
to
longer
pick
has that first pick, he has to ban the Laya. Lots of
Do they
respect
actually-
being put up all around.
Wait, do they actually get to pick their rebands?
Yeah. We're doing the
Oh,
OG format where you can adjust your
Oh,
rebans.
thank God.
Right?
I thought it was still
Well,
round
no,
format. so-
bro. Like,
Okay.
we done with round mode. We done
Oh,
with
thank God.
2023. All right, bro. We in 2024 now. We go back to the OG format.
Well, I'm glad the knockball got banned anyway. I just look like a psychic now. Speaking of which, somebody who relies on a psychic for most of his decisions, Zio coming out. That's right. I even know the lore of this game, unfortunately. And on the note of unfortunate, our favorite liver victim is also going to be joining the farewell king of Zio on right side. Volcanics choosing to speed up, but still pick those openable counters, as well as XLR9 now getting to pick a pivotal unit in that third ban protected unit, as well as possibly an option of his own to maybe speed, to maybe cleave, and it comes out with Ocean Breeze Lulika and Navy Captain Landy as well.
Ooh, Ocean Breeze Luluka in that protected slot, so you know that when the Moon Bunny presses S3, you are going to be getting a nasty follow-up clapback from the Luluka. But Volcanics has one strong card up his sleeve, and ooh, I was going to say there's one of 2 units. There's 2 units you could put in that spot. You got the Lone Crescent Bologna, which perfectly beats the Landy, and you never have to worry about it. And the other one you have Solitaria. You can always hold back all the focus for the Luluka, and on top of that, just pepper down XLR with the debuffs, opting for the Lone Crescent Bologna, and we are going to be protecting our team with the Unbound Knight Arrowell.
You also know, in addition, that a Solitary in that position would mean no focus for other powerful units as well, such as Urban Shadow Shoe. So it could have been an honest-to-God option for him to draft strong Bruiserous options going forward, but he goes for the Lone Crescent Bologna path instead, and we'll see if that's a rewarding one or one that ultimately leads to a tumultuous fall for our hero on the right side for the threat of Tuscan, Arizona.
I think I see where this draft is going. Volcanic's actually taking a page out of Winter Wish's book. We are going to lock in the solo DPS Lone Crescent Bologna, and we're just drafting an entire team to support her. Now that you cannot ban this unit in that third pick, that is actually something you can secure for yourself. Alvira comes through holding back all the fighting spear for the Lone Crescent Bologna, and we need one more last pick being able to just fight her and go toe-to-toe with her. XLR decides that last unit is going to be the Abyssal Euphine. I'm curious who Volcanics is going to ban. Both of those units are slightly tough matchups, but more likely you're just taking out the Alvira, just save yourself the headache of and counting all of these extra turns.
I'm very confused by the draft. Oh, is that a full DPS Zio? That has to be, right? Or, oh, I guess this was just so much of a force ban. I was a little bit afraid of, oh, I guess, brain rot, I forgot. You can't ban the third pick slot. I was gonna say, like, maybe
New World,
some
New
really
World.
interesting strategies.
Okay, yeah.
Brand new
Oops, my bad. I was looking to see what DPS he was gonna pick here to compensate with it, but he already has it. It does look like there's at least a hybrid, or there's a decent amount of damage on this Zio, though. He does have book 10.4k HP. I think this is going to be one of those games that it's either a Landy robbery or left side or right side is going to instantly take the game. I want to say we've got Moon Bunny again.
The Conqueror Lilius, but you know, you usually have the Zio, you got the Moon Bunny to limit her potential, but with the Ocean Breeze Luluka being able to cleanse her, and in this case, removes the silence, removes the sleep, Conqueror Lilius still gets to do what she wants to do. Ice Cream buff, Vigor buff in tow, defense buff as well. We do not need a tank for our team. XLR marches forward, stopped only by these 4 skill nullifiers that's been put up. Yuffie gets pulled on the dual attack, so we are going to be able to clear them, but Lone Crescent Bologna bats back as well. Lots of damage does come through. However, much of it doesn't get mitigated by the defense, Vigor, and the Ice Cream buff.
Valk, I've told you before, but I've been having nightmares of late. Terrible visions that keep me up at night and haunt my dreams. And it's a draft where I'm fighting down against Navy Captain Landy and Abyssal Euphine. These are nightmares to many players, such as I. These are situations we never want to see ourselves in. Picking up the Vigor buff for his own team with the Lone Crescent Bologna, but is it enough to bridge the gap against these two terrible twin maidens on their christening voyage to put down Volk and his chances of winning here in the tournament?
I mean, Volcanics is already looking like he's in a really strong spot. The only other problem he has to worry about now is how to deal with that Abyssal Euphine. And we already took out the Conqueror Lilius. Even though she did leave a parting gift of 4 Vigor buffs, well, 3 in this case, for her team. And that is going to be a huge factor coming into these Bruiser Slugfest. You know, you're going to be punching through, getting hit back, so you're going to need all that attack and defense to be able to prop up your overall team structure and saving you more HP in total. Landy now finally gets to pop off. We got the counter. Do we get the salvo? Malona bats back. A little bit of damage goes through. We salvo. You do not want to see a salvo here. Lone Crescent Bologna is a little bit too strong, but a Landy turn here is huge. You need to take out as many units as you can. Lone Crescent Bologna is famously known for scaling with the amount of teammates she has alive, and another back here. And XLR just needs to go through it. Vigor's going to let him help tank through the damage, and goes through.
The Zeo's dead.
Drop the Zeo. We are probably dropping the Bunny soon, and if the Lone Crescent Bologna runs out of teammates, she is actually in big trouble.
Speaking of which, there's a troublesome thing coming on the horizon, and that is the HU Fiend clawed her way up here, and with her full stacks, she's not going to go down just yet. The defense buff keeps her up, and the trauma, the repressed memories, all those days at the KFC with the burner not working, with the workers yelling, all the horrible noise of capitalism reigns in her ears. Is this slice enough? No, just barely not.
We might be seeing a Winter Witch replay. It drops a Fiend, but a Holy Sack brings her right back. Oh god, Luluka hangs on by a thread as well with the defense buff. Now with full focus is going to be looking to debuff this Malona. Malona needs to pray. We do not like Blind here. Blind would take away so much of our chances, and now Malona is actually stuck in a lone 1v3.
Ooh, she's so low too.
The soul burn here gets the hit anyway.
Oh boy, this is actually a really dangerous spot.
Another
that comes
clapback.
out. We're in Signature Scythe range. Lots of damage comes through. We're getting extra healing as well.
Another soul burn?
Luka gets taken out. Do you soul burn here, or do you save it?
Is it a cosmetic debuff? That's the only question. It's a cosmetic debuff. It doesn't matter. Everything hits. Everything acquits. Right down to the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, out of the courts, beating the allocations is Volcanics. If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit and show he makes it firmly out of this match against XLR9, a previous strong competitor, opening it up and putting him out of the bracket immediately.
And there it is, one of the veterans of the game being dethroned for one of the new come-uppers. You love to see a Volcanics taking his guildmate Winter Wishes draft, using that Lone Crescent Bologna and powering it through, just using sheer gear score, gear power to overcome your opponent. You know, a little splash of luck was involved hitting through those blinds, but hey, that's how the cookie crumbles, and that's how RTA is played.
We chose some good matches to watch, boys. Dude, set 1 and set 2, both bangers. That can only mean our set 3 is even better, right?
I mean,
surely.
We got Slam Dancer coming in here, followed up by Groovia. Both of these players, I mean, Slam Dancer, known to be able to just bring out some real sick, nasty cleaves on the ladder. I mean, look at him now in preseason, sitting in Legend at 3,000 points. So you know he's been cooking. You know he's been practicing. And this is one of my personal choices. Groovia, I ran into him last day during the end of the season, and I just really like the way he drafted that day. So really want to see what he brings out.
Yeah, very excited on my end to see how this goes, of course. Connor, why don't you let the people know what your handsome face has to say about this match?
Sorry. I was going to say, you can thank that purple warder to me, man, because he's only able to tag, or for like 5 days or something, he was only able to tag like me and like KJ, I think, and then when KJ would sleep, I'd have to fight Higa or Slam Dancer, and then when I was on and off, dude, I've got like maybe a 30% win rate against the Slam Dancer guy. But as you said, guys, the Blood Moon Haste is out. But interestingly enough, Laya actually being taken even with the Cleaver pre-bans coming out. I'm curious if anyone has developed anything to deal with the Blood Moon Haste, even if they are being played more aggressively. Blood Moon Haste is taken, but ML Politis is also open here, maybe for the third pick here. I don't know if we're going to be seeing it on Gruvia side or on Slam Dancer side, but I can't imagine that it's going... Little Queen Charlotte on 3?
Well, there's your answer to the Blood Moon Haste, eh?
I don't know if that's a fast Blood Moon or I don't know if that's a fast Little Queen or fast Little Queen Charlotte. Oh, the Celine! First Celine of the tournament for our viewing pleasure, of course. Out in 4th slot to deal with the Laya and the Death Dealer Ray. And a very nice Briar Witch
Green
skin.
Machine herself. I finally get to announce one of these. However, you know, for all her troubles, she is matched up against not only a Briar Witch Iceria, but also a Fire Kayron. This is actually not a matchup I expected. Fire Kayron is going to try to anchor himself to the game, whereas Briar Witch Iceria looking to strip all of these buffs, blow everything back, drop a lot of damage on the Celine, on the Janua, and if she strips those immortalities and evasions, might be a lot of trouble for Slam Dancer coming into this match.
Top model Luluka!
Yeah, Top model Luluka's
Wow.
actually a fairly competent unit after her buff. Especially when you're, you know, setting up these pushbacks, and then you can potentially one-shot maybe the LQC, maybe the Ray. No mitigation is going to always be room for her to pop off, so naturally banned out, and these players are heading right into it.
Oh, man. We're seeing an ML Politis and Janua on turn 1? Oh, this looks a little bit spooky, I think, for Gruvia here. Unless, of course, if there's... Oh, there's the resist, but there was no soul consolation. I think this Death Dealer Ray is just dead.
Well, hold on, he might be able to hang on. The Fury, the Rage in Janua is strong, but is it enough to claim the life of the Mad Dog? Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Not with that kind of damage.
It's killing him.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it hit it. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought the S2 was a
Gruvia
little
is,
bit weak, right?
definitely stuck in one of those, what you might call a tight spot. So, from his spot there, Green Celine is just going to rip it on the Little Queen Charlotte. She actually survives by a thread, which is nice. So there is a little bit of comeback potential here. I mean, Blood Moon Haste is one of those units you have to remove first from a fight, otherwise he just pops off on you. But with 3 stealth units behind him, not going to be hard. Oh, you know, I was thinking the Little Queen Charlotte was going to play the game, but I was wrong.
Interesting choice.
Oh my god, wait, perfect tuning. Dude, this Janua character is not balanced. He just took a turn before his Laya took a set.
Greed, ladies and gentlemen.
What?
It is a sin.
You know,
And
when
it
we do
is
go for that
of
soul
seconds.
burn there, I kind of like it. It's a little bit of a cheeky soul burn. If you hit, you guarantee strip the immortality, and it's just way too strong. And now, look at that. After doing all of that, Janua flips his hair. We're finally getting to pop off, and he still has an immortality to his name.
Janua has taken 3 turns before Kayron has taken his first. This character is maybe not balanced, guys, unfortunately. With this Idols cheer hit, there's even... Okay, there's no way he's going to take another, right? Ooh, this might not actually be that good here for...
I actually think that Kayron's in trouble here because Kayron versus Janua is an endgame where the first person to lose their immortality loses. And this Kayron right here needs to one-shot this
It was nice while it lasted, ladies and gentlemen. I was about to say, I don't know if we have the damage to kill that, and we definitely did not, and so it ends. So it ends as quickly as it started.
It ends as quickly as it started. You know, we thought deep down inside there was maybe a shred of belief, an ounce of faith reserved for this Fire Kayron to be able to just take out these meta units, these cringe OP broken units, but no, Fire Kayron, not the man to do it. We need to be able to change up our game plan in game 2. I do think the Briar Witch was a solid pick right there, and he is going to ask for first pick going into the second game of the set. And we really need to think about how this strategy can be adapted, how we need to play around Slam Dancer. We know he's a very strong cleaver on the ladder, but also we saw just now, if he doesn't set up a full cleave, his speed tuning is superb. Like none of the units
Immaculate.
he was playing was CR pushing, right? It was just speed on speed on speed, and they're barely taking the turns they need to be able to edge out Gruvia in these very tight matches. Because if his units were like, if you could see like if they were just 3 to 5 speeds slower, some like their turns would not have gone as smoothly. So that entire account is just a well-oiled machine, and I can't wait to see what they do in game 2.
Yep. I'm baffled. I am really baffled, actually, that the Charon didn't kill the Blood Moon Haste there. It got so low. I was thinking that too many counters onto the Charon there, and you risk your Blood Moon Haste getting one shot, but it was so close. It had to be within like 1,000 or 2,000 HP. I think things would have looked much different. We even saw the resist there on the ML Politis against the Charon, which gave the Charon a little bit more life, but Blood Moon Haste not being given alongside the ML Politis this time. Oh, but Laya being taken in response. Maybe we're going to see a reverse
here's what
now?
I think about last game, right? So because the Charon did so little damage, I'm inclined to think that it's an effect resist Charon, which means whenever you pull out one of these cheese picks, right? You pull out one of these trump cards, so it's like your Joker in your deck. You have to be able to take a match. And the fact that he busted it out and he did not take a match home, that is a huge loss for anybody who's cheesing with their strategy. And speaking of cheesing, we finally made it. Ray in the 3rd pick slot versus Laya versus Haste. That is a good matchup, but Green Celine, I mean, whew, every time, you know, you can pick her into the ML Poly, you can pick her into the Ray, and she is just going to be able to pop off, and without mitigation, one-tap any of Gruvia's aggressive units. Whichever units get tagged, if they're not one-shot, they're one-shot afterwards.
Yep. And like as you mentioned, Valk and Divine, both of you guys had mentioned this earlier, how people choose to play the 3rd pick protection is going to be really important here. And you're seeing it. This is one of the ways that I think is kind of developing and growing to be a good way to use the 3rd pick. You have a character that you decided to pick on 3 if your first pick. Well, guess what? I'm going to pick a unbannable, guaranteed counter around your cornerstone 3rd pick as well. Death Dealer Ray pretty much can't press any buttons here until the Celine gets dealt with, and because of her buff now, you can't even hit her.
And
The
I really
ML
like
Politis,
the terminology
you know?
you're approaching this draft with. As a very recent Westworld viewer, I'm very attached to the terminology cornerstone of your entire strategy, cornerstone of your draft, cornerstone of your entire account and your identity. And here we're seeing Gruvia make it his cornerstone to be able to shut down these HP scaling units, to be able to shut down all of this extra damage. We got the red Ravi, which can counter the green Celine, and it almost looked like there are no favorable DPS units Slam Dancer can pick here. I mean, he can always pick something good last, but I mean, we know what happens to good last picks. They will just get removed right away.
On a similar note to what you were saying, Valk, about a preferential treatment for some terminology, I really do appreciate how both players have maneuvered around this 3rd ban protection system. You know, this protection really valuable, teaching you, actually everyone at home, the value of protection. I wish Drake had worn some protection, but instead we have this I wish Drake's father
you
had
are
some
really
protection,
getting
but instead we have this match
This is the
underway.
ML Divine buff, bro. The ML Divine buff. He's got the BBL Drizzy. He's got the lines. He's ready to spit some hot bars, bro. Everything's gonna be flames up in this bitch. Let's get it.
Actually, I was wondering what is the EE this Celine is on? Is it it's the highest attack? No, it's Grand Stealth. It's Grand Stealth.
No. This is
she
the
gets
attack.
highest
Spells all
now, so
debuff.
this is
Highest attack. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're looking for the highest attack whenever you click on her.
It took me too long to read through. It took
just
me so long.
one-shot her.
Shoe's been disappeared.
And that's the power of the green Celine. All she needed was that survivability in the stealth. And now suddenly when she comes out, everybody's starting to realize she does a whole lot of damage when you give her the opportunity to.
A whole heckin' lot of damage, and now it's the important part here. What is the primary target chosen in this onslaught, as we need to start picking off the team one by one before we are done?
This looks so scary too for Gruvia, because Laya still has her cleanse. I mean, the ambitious Tywin also still up and running. If he decides to kill anyone but the Blood Moon Haste here, the Blood Moon Haste has the Blood Aura, and that just based off of the shoe, if the Celine can one-shot the ML shoe, I promise you the Blood Moon Haste is gonna one-shot anyone else. And there is some hope if he can try and chunk down the Laya maybe before she gets a turn, but it looks really, really unlikely. Even with the injury, the Celine taking a turn, but oh wait.
Ooh, lots of
she
damage
didn't have
comes
Sweet
through. Since
Miracles.
this is our own tournament, I don't have to filter myself now. That's a lot of bullshit going on for Grooviest team. For a person who's down one character, he sure put all of that COVID onto left side for Slam Dancer over there. Now, as long as Slam Dancer weather through this wave and gets his immunity,
Weathering waves? Oh, piece of shit.
I don't know why. That's not even that funny, but that caught me off guard. Oh man. I mean,
Oh, the Laya dead! The Blood Aura is proc now.
It's that time of the month. The Blood Aura is activated. You're going to have to run in fear because of what it means to be here right now. Absolutely a dismantle of the case for left side as well as the strip coming out, the stun, the defense break. It's all terrible. It's all terrible for right side.
Oh man, and just like that, the matchup's been equalized. Defense break on the BBL Drizzy there is going to make it so that he takes way too much damage than Groovy is comfortable with. But aside from that, you just need to take your turns, push it through, let your Sea Phantom Politis push them back, speed up your team with Enrage. And not only on top of that, come out of that lab in Wuhan and tag your opponent with all the COVID you can.
Oh my god, okay.
Pushing up the Celine in the perfect position to achieve her dreams. Speaking of which, she's got our target on the medical care system right now. Death Dealer Ray, more like Medicare in the USA. It's dead absolutely like our orange-green giant had just come into office. Speaking of which, it seems like it's the end of the term for one person here. That's right, Shadow Knight Pillis is going to get retired as Blood Moon
even
Ace comes
talking
in
about
with
E7
his
anymore?
fire, reviving the Laya and ending the draft. It goes over to Slam Dance. Would you look at that?
And Slam Dancer takes another clean 2-0. I mean, I know we've watched some clean 2-0s today, but oh my goodness, these sets have been pretty fire. We got some very competitive games, some very new drafts, and on top of all of that, we came up with some real stupid ass ways to commentate Epic 7. That's honestly it.
I wanna let people know. I wanna share this with the audience real quick. I wanna let people know. Smilegate personally asked me to calm down. They personally say, please take it down a notch for our events. So I just want you to know.
That was during the CCB this year, yeah, like in January.
They said not full stupidity. Can we get half stupidity? I was
Yeah,
like,
can we
okay.
turn Divine down to a 5, please? All right, when that is going to be all the matches we're playing for the first round of the sort of 4 seasons Spring 2024 edition. Doing a quick bracket check. All right, let me hit the refresh real quick. Doing a quick bracket check. Manmo moves up, and then here we got Open Candlewicks taking a clean 2-0 off of Psych. And
Psych!
Unfortunately,
That's the wrong number!
We didn't select their matches to be played, but Rigby does unfortunately get knocked out. So all the Rigby supporters in the chat in shambles. Your boy couldn't even make it past the first round. How you feel?
Docs down.
Alito does make it past here, and now we can probably confirm the fact that Higa did take a 2-0 off Groovy as well. Shin beats Alpha. And earlier on stream, we did get to witness Poos beating J4. And make sure if you guys are out of the tournament, confirm your scores with your opponent at least. That way, as long as the loser confirms the score, you wouldn't need any admins to go in there and do anything. Just make sure you guys are confirming the scores. So XLR gets taken out by Volcanics, and he will be meeting up with Rikazo in round 2. So I'm very excited about that matchup. Wayne Tempest. Looks like he moves on. Eminem moves on as well, beating Tawuk. It's a little bit unfortunate.
Not my goat, Tawuk Bay. Dude, I'll remember this, Eminem. You better watch your back.
Remember this? Okay.
You better watch your back. Not my
as hard
goat.
as you want, man. You're the guest here, and you have my full permission. If you don't like somebody, feel free to just take a fat, steamy one on them while they're playing. If you think that can destabilize their confidence, you're perfectly welcome to. We got no restrictions, no qualms whatsoever about that.
Yeah, unlike some more professional settings, unlike some of the the impressions the audience may have. We are hood as fuck over here, and we don't give a damn. We don't care in the slightest, right? If you want to hate on somebody, feed that hate. You go, Kendrick. You go.
You go, Kendrick. Yes, sir. Well, now that we got our round 2 decided, which matches do we want to watch? I'm actually down to defer one of my votes to chat. Connor, what do you think, and Divine, what do you think?
Let me. I just realized I was watching off of your stream, so let me open up the
Bracket
thing
privately.
itself.
Yeah.
I think it would be nice to see what else is out there. So I think that's my only thing. I think seeing a bit more variety. I could listen. He took down my goat. I might have to grill Eminem a little bit if we get to see Wayne versus Eminem. If not, I think, as you said, I think seeing Volcanics and Ricazzo would also be really cool. I think those two are mine. Are mine my big, I guess, to watch matches. Alternatively, we could see the fan favorites conqueror, I guess you want to call it, against Rigby, and we could see Tsuki. Man, I'm gonna call him Kage because I know I'm gonna butcher that name. In any case, if Kage here ends up winning the entire tournament, you could argue that Rigby beat or only lost to first place, so he's second place in the tournament.
Okay.
Kind of a, you know what I mean? Like we have a couple of angles to play this
I'm
at.
trying to like see if maybe we can cast games for people who usually don't get their matches shown. So at least for me, down for Wayne Tempest, down for Eminem, right? I'm also down for No Luck Pouring. I also don't know how to pronounce this name. So oh boy.
Yeah, I'll take Wayne.
You'll take Wayne? Okay, bet. You'll take Wayne. So what do you think, Kana? Who do you like better between? Actually, Eminem's already locked in. So you want to lock in Volcanics and Ricazzo?
Okay, all right, that works. Actually.
Yeah.
I think. All right, I have some beef with my mod. I know this is so biased.
That's fine, bro. You're the guest here.
Bias.
You're welcome to beef with your mods anytime. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know how we made it to the second slot, but Novi War versus Harmless Hades. This is maybe the worst decision making account that I've seen in a minute, Valk. I mean having Sharklet artifact but not her, and wants to play Cleave. I mean, doesn't have Laya.
You're saying you found an account that tops Rigby, that top like you fixing Rigby's account, that top like the best performing video of all time on your entire YouTube channel. We found a way to top that. No cap. Oh,
I don't know if I would go that far, but I mean to have Blooming Litica and not her artifact. I mean, you know what I mean? It's
okay. I can see it. I'm down for that. Okay, sounds like we got Wayne, Eminem, we got Harmless Hades, and Nova War. So we got one more, guys. Let's pick somebody we usually don't get a cast. I'm partial between. Well, we casted Andrew's games. Candlewicks versus Tsuchi. Right. We casted Higa earlier, so we can let Higa and Alito duke it out. Right. We casted Poods. Even though Shinmello, somebody who it's like I think the first time I ever casted with Divine had Shinmello, and I'm kind of down for No Luck Pouring versus Soiree. So I'm kind of down for that one. How you guys in chat feeling? You guys want to pick between one of these?
Chat, you gotta vote. You gotta vote. You gotta voice your opinion. Just get ready for this November, right? This is a good practice round.
Want to see Ricazzo? Oh boy. Want to see Ricazzo? We want to see Alito. Soiree is my boy. Ban FBI. I don't even know if FBI is playing here, boss.
He wants us to go after the real FBI.
We want to see Shinmello? I mean, we be casting another Poods game. I don't know, man. Look, guys, I'm gonna be the first one to own up. I love Poods, but I can only take so much Poods in my life. Ricazzo it up. Okay. Let's see. We got some votes for Ricazzo. Rigby wants to see Tsuchi. Okay. I'm down for Tsuchi versus Candlewicks. Any objections? Okay. Anybody really hate him? Like any haters out here? If there are no haters, I'm kind of down to lock that in with my pick. I'm deferring to you guys either way, but like, I rather cast people we don't usually cast. And guys like Poots, guys like Ricazzo, they can make it to the top 8 cut, so I believe in them. You feel?
As I said, I have no enemies. Whatever chat wants is the way this water will
Absolutely.
wait.
All right, Frost. Let's get the bottom 4 sets, guys, in, or the bottom 2 sets, guys, in first.
I'm about to say the bottom 4. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, strap on. We're gonna be here
Yeah,
all
yeah,
night.
we're in it for the long haul. I mean, we're playing out this day, and that's all we're doing today anyway. But let's throw in no luck pouring and soiree then, since we usually don't get to cast their matches. Feel like we got some familiar faces earlier. You know, we got to see how Groovia played. We got to see how Volcanics played. So with that, no luck pouring, soiree, Wayne Tempest, Eminem, pretty sure that's Harmless Hades, and then Nova War. Feel free to just DM Frost with the password. Get yourself in the lobby. Let's get you boys queued up, and everybody else, find your opponent either Twitch chat or with the tournament chat. Tournament general, find your opponent in there, and you know, organize your own lobbies. Yeah, after we play this, after these next 3 sets, I do believe that is all we're doing for today. And then, you know, tomorrow we'll see you guys back here for that top 8 cut. Be doing the top 8 cut, then we'll be doing the Skystone giveaway game show, and then semifinals. And I think right before the finals, it's Kana versus Divine in their Bros versus Bros game. And then we'll find out who's dominating the format at the very least, with not only the buff new units, a collab we didn't get, but most certainly with the third pick ban protection. I think that's added so much flavor to the drafts. I'm not gonna lie, I when it first got announced, I was not a fan of the system, but the more I play it, the more I'm like, hey, this is pretty interesting. Like, I'm actually still a fan of it after a couple of days. And that's definitely something I can say about this system that I like over round mode. Because after, like, I would say 30 matches of round mode, it got really obvious what the most optimal way to play was, and it felt really boring.
Yep. I am in complete agreement. I would have to agree.
Yeah, how do you guys in chat feel about third pick ban protection, actually? Do you guys think it makes the game more interesting to watch? Because my biggest issue with it when it came out was, one, it makes Lia drafts way too strong, right? And we did get to see one of them today, but overall, it didn't step on my bottom line, which was it made the matches boring to watch. Because I always thought it would forcefully make the matches a little too boring because, you know, tank down players, you just jam your 1 DPS in there and you never worry about it again. But so far, I think we got to see some really interesting matches. We got to see a lot of surprises. And for me personally, that's good enough.
I think it might be a little scarier. I think I don't know if it can be, but if it ever gets solved, as with everything, I might get a little bit scary, but it doesn't look like it's that easily
you know how to
solvable
solve it.
right now.
I mean, you're probably the only person out of all 3 of us that can do it, but like, you just put your fastest unit on this Nadalon monk character, you draft like a normal human, and then swing a monk on third pick, and then you just win every game. Smilers, wow.
Sayonara!
So you thought you was playing Epic 7? You thought you were gonna play RT? Nah, bitch, you ain't playing shit.
Dude, that is a crazy strong character,
but it's
too.
cool and interesting. Makes the game more interesting. Now you're not stuck in a position where you have to run 2 of one type of unit, whether that's cleanse. See, I do like that, right? You're not stuck to drafting 2 openers. You're not stuck to drafting 2 DPS, right? There's a lot more unique identity you can craft your strategy around, right? Even for cleavers. For your cleavers, you can third pick your opener. You can make sure secure your Ran, right? But also at the same time, as a cleaver, you can secure one of your bridges, right? We've seen that low bros draft where you just secure your Ludwig. Ape, personally, he's actually been back playing RTA, and he really likes third picking his Politis. Like, imagine not being able to ban Politis as a defensive player, right? Like, how stuck do you feel there?
Feels doomed. Really does feel doomed, honestly. I don't even know how you would... I mean, I've been... Honestly, even before, or definitely prior to the third pick, I feel like, man, if you have to fight the ML Politis threat and you don't have, you know, things like Bellion or some weird... Even if you do have those available, it feels like this ML Politis just has the world at our fingertips. You could play pretty much anything, it feels like, and you're always in the driver's seat. You have access to Janua, you have extra damage, they can't really kill you. It just feels really bad, honestly, more than anything else to try and deal with. And I think that's like something that isn't like being talked about enough. Well, at least for third pick right now. Maybe things change because now you can guarantee things like an opener against the ML Politis, even if they try to race you. But I swear, when I was playing last season, especially, if they banned out Zio, if they were from the Asia server, and they picked ML Politis against you, no, I'm
All
good.
right, all right. I look. Whenever you see me hold my mic like this, you don't usually get to see me like this normally, right? Because I have my V2 model on. But whenever you see me hold my mic from the back like this, you know I'm about to spit some fucking hot bars. Somebody's about to get scorched.
Okay. I'm listening.
Ain't no way this Rigby bad guy is adding me in the chat. Oh, you didn't give me the chance to show off my cool draft, bro. You got first rounded. You got 2-0 by a fucking 7-month player, bro. How the fuck? What the fuck do you have to show off for? Like, what are you showing, man? Like, let's keep it real. What are you showing for yourself when you get 2-0'd by a 7-month player, right? And nothing against Tsuchi, right? Like I'm sure he played very solid, right? But what you got to show off when you can't at least take one match off of a 7-month player, all right? I like to hear that. What you got? What you got? I'm ready to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, look at the match he played, bro. He said Knockwall's not hard to beat. Shit, second pick. Oh my god,
Bro,
I just looked at the background.
I did not at you. Okay, you do not get to say that when you're in the chat. Pick me. That you don't think that's the same as adding someone? Okay, you didn't actually add me, but you sure did sit in the chat. Pick me. All sad. Oh, this guy didn't pick me. Oh no. You can't do that, dog. You can't do that and then get 2-0'd by a 7-month player, man. That's all I can say.
Wait, Chikana, am I allowed to say that?
Let's see.
Take a look at DMs.
Take a look at DMs. Okie dokie. I'm just gonna say it. So the Rigby match happened twice because they did round mode first. He lost both times.
Okay, so the stream is mine now. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me. Valky's gone away. Your captain has set sail onto the open sea, and he'll be back in a couple of months. But the voyage
I
is now
stood
under
up to
my
go look for
direction
my
in the
clown
meantime.
costume, and I realized I don't have one of those at home. I really was gonna go get dressed and then come back in a new outfit, bro. There's no way that's real. Okay, I mean, you know, at first I felt like this righteous indignation in me to be like, you don't get to say, yo, I gotta show off. You deny me my chance. Bro, you did not get 4-0'd by a 7-month player just to also say that, all right? That's all I got for you, man. If that's what it gets, that's where we at for what's the date? May 11th, 2024, then it is what it is, man.
I agree with Zorus. It was a gear diff. Put Rigby on legend account. He finishes easily. Top 10.
Put Rigby on a legend account, bro. The last time Rigby was on my account, you know, we went on like a 19 loss streak, and he kicked me down to Emperor. I let him pile on my account once, right around Christmas. That happened. He was like, I will not allow you to end champion. I really watched my account. I mean, that was like not a season I was playing seriously, right? But I watched my account go from rank 300 to rank 1,123. So there is that, you know, we were gear gapping people and still losing. Also, thank you for the follow, Curry. All right.
Everybody say hi, Curry. Good
Okay,
to see
anyway,
Curry finally here joining us
I
up.
do believe our matches are lined up for round 2. If you guys want to see the bracket, is pinned in the comments. We got Soiree versus No Luck Pouring. They're ready. They're queued up. Let's send them right into it.
Here we go. Oh my good.
Okay, wow.
We got
Belly
Cleaver
and a Yuffie
pre-bans.
banned straight up. And while on the other side, so we got some. I can almost see the match play out already. We got a person who bans 2 of the slowest, most defensive Elbrus Ritual Sword Dice, and a person who bans 2 of the fastest openers in the game. No C Phantom Poly, no Nalkwall, no Bellion, and no Yuffie. We got the haste as well as Urban Shadow Shu as a response. Urban Shadow Shu, how do you guys feel about her in this meta? I think she's still very strong versus Elia, but I really don't like her in the first 2 rotations anymore.
I don't like her because you sort of get these threats like the French Inquisitioner. That's right, je ne sais quoi over here with his long sword, long reach, and specifically the ability to dispatch some of those more dangerous elements that show up in the. You got to breathe, Valky. You got to make it through the end of this tournament. But you might make it through the end of this tournament with protection from somebody like the Unbound Knight Airwell, always there to lend a helping hand. Never mind, you fuckers get to go to sleep, and maybe that sleep might be permanent because Death Dealer Ray is operating on you. Reminds me a little bit of my last doctor, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Your last
very
doctor gave you
dangerous
COVID?
man. No, my last doctor gave me cancer. But
Yeah, we're just glad you're cancer free now, buddy. But
Oh,
Death
I can-
Dealer
I
Ray
can- I
in that
can say-
third pick, very deadly versus the Arrowwall and versus the Laya. And you know what? On top of all of that, the sleep does mess up that turn-to-turn utility you want from the Janua. The very high tempo play. I mean, this guy's like a rocket ship. He blasts off into space, but he really just has that 1 to 2 turns to be able to do it. Green Celine as a response. So now we know the Urban Shadow Shoe is in danger. We know the Spectre Tenebria is in danger, unless you do not want to play your game, but that's an interesting unit.
The last piece, Karen
say.
on 5.
the buffs do something I'm not sure about. We patched out the
we
damage
patched out
limit
that
thing, right?
damage bug that where she just kills everything. So I don't know. Hey, maybe he knows something we don't.
Maybe he's playing just one mini patch behind.
I mean, look, all things considered, I do think Last Piece Corinne is an extremely proficient assassin. But into Death Dealer Ray, where he can just strip that stealth, strip that barrier, is this a matchup you still want to take? We're going to have to find out in this match. Soiree versus No Luck Pouring, game 1.
Ooh, the last piece, Karen cutting here. She's got a little bit more health, 9.5
It's just-
HP.
It's his profile unit. It's his profile unit. You know what that means? Fucking 450 gear score, bro. 450 gear score. You
480
ready?
gear score, bro.
480 gear score.
Yup.
Not even 480 fucking gear score. Bro, we're ready. I'm ready. I'm hype. I'm hype. I'm hype. Show it to me. Show
It
it to me.
needs
One
to
shot.
one-shot
One
this
shot.
Blood Moon Haze, otherwise
All right,
you're
get
in
outta
It
failure.
here.
was so close. Oh my god,
outta
did you
here.
just see
Oh
that?
my god. Yeah, it almost one-shot the Death Dealer Ray, but still, I mean, your team is getting tempoed on. Your team is taking that injury damage. You need to land this hit right here. Drag something in. And, whoa, okay. Instead, though, we are going to be putting down that S2, and we're putting our units ahead. Janua now taking the turn, and it's just looking like we're activating our Blood Moon Haze, huh?
What'd you say,
Oh, is he
Plugin?
trying to stun it now? Oh, is he trying? Oh, wait, that was a great idea for the splash too. Wait, and then so he activated the Blood Moon Haste, and now he's putting it to sleep, and he's gonna try and kill it next turn with the last piece, Karen. He's a genius!
Wow, and yeah, chaining the turns perfectly here. No Luck Pouring. We thought he was cooking with this Blood Moon Corinne, but instead he's actually putting his opponent in the oven. Although your Janua getting stunned there, not exactly something you want to see. Blood Moon Corinne, we get the Soul Burn, burns in 13k damage into the haze, takes him out right there. Shu now has a very limited amount of time to be able to make herself useful. You need to be able to protect the Spectre Tenebria. You are the last bastion. Janua here not being able to get pulled with a dual attack, but we pulled the last piece, Corinne,
I'm telling
and
you,
look
this
at how
is
much
true.
damage that is.
This is absolutely the Cougar Bat special. This is absolutely the Cougar Bat special where you pick the character that your namesake that you want to be known for, and you gear them up the wazoo. You give that prim and proper princess everything she needs to do her job, and even a little bit more. And she's gonna be claiming her 3rd kill in the match here in a couple seconds.
Oh,
3
wrong
ups and
Kai,
3 arms.
She gets it to go
Long Kai
again.
out.
Spectre Tenebria had one chance to fish her out of the stealth and take her out, but that will not land because another kill will just go through right here. Urban Shadow Shoe not long for this world. Manica of Control. We cannot hit. We cannot miss. And all that damage is coming through. Lone Spectre Tenebria
Going
gets
for all
hit.
4 kills, securing the ace on terms of this game's possibilities. Oh my god, last
Where's
piece,
the
Corinne, I
damage
told
chart?
you.
Where's
I
the
told
damage chart? That had to be like literally 100,000 damage just from her. What a crazy last piece, Karen.
No Luck Pouring, making his profile character work for him. That is a playstyle we haven't seen for a long time, honestly. And I was a
Wow.
little surprised he was so confident pulling her out right there. And you know what? he made it worthwhile. He made it worth our investment, our emotional investment. You guys in chat as well. I hope that was worth it, seeing her pop off. Oh my god, I didn't get to see LPK pop off for so long.
Subarashi, as they
Hey,
say.
I knew it was the right choice picking these guys. I was trying to sniff out the chefs in the bracket, and I'm glad we found our boy No Luck Pouring. Soiree, though, opting for second pick.
No, opting
for
to
game
retire,
2.
actually. We'll be seeing him, I guess, another day. The last piece, Corinne, was the last trick up. No, I'm kidding. He is talking in there. Very happy to secure that win there, actually. Glad to see it.
Absolutely, and the the moment
Absolutely.
these guys, both competitors, are locked in, let's go see game 2. I want to see how No Luck Pouring readjusts the draft. Now that his opponent knows his games, knows his tricks, knows his one trick, how does he keep winning from this point on?
Can he overcome the dark side of the moon? I'm not even on screen right now.
Bro, you're like too deep. You're ML Divine, honestly. Dude,
What is it? The trades?
Bro, ML Divine, he's one of the premier white knights in the game, you know? An absolute white knight of a man.
No, oh my god, the pre-ban last piece Karen.
Oh, we do not
Well,
like
that
having
is-
fun
that
here. I
is-
mean, look,
that is
if I got embarrassed like that on stream in front of hundreds of people, I might be a little bit on the, I might be looking out for my opponent. I might be looking out what one tricks he might be teching in, and I might be taking it out. Look, if there's $200 and 5,000 Sky Stones on the line for me in the prize pool, I can respect that type of play.
Listen, as somebody who runs Troublemaker Crozet on their profile and thus runs a 275 speed Troublemaker Crozet, I get it, right? You've gotta be aware of what people have in their back pocket. I know a lot of people wife up LPK, and you're gonna dress her best, and that's just a smart sign in my book. Get her out of there.
I will
you
say,
can't
though,
deal
No
with it,
Luck
get her
Pouring
outta
really
here.
making the most out of this first pick. He gets himself Laya again, responded to by the Blood Moon Haste, by the Fire Ravi, and these are two units that are kind of tuned, right? They're buffed specifically to be able to survive in this meta and make an impact. And here, No Luck Pouring, we respond with the Janua for one, but who's our second? And here, our man is going to lock in that...
Famir!
Ooh, okay. Wow.
Famir Celine, he's got the elements.
I'm gonna keep it real. I was not expecting that. I thought for sure No Luck Pouring, the old battleship, right? The old safe and steady. And suddenly, I'm looking at a red unit, a green unit, and suddenly a blue Fumir as well. Fire Ravi, I kind of question whether or not she's fast enough, right? You need that speed tuning to be able to pull off a perfect Fumir draft. So in this case, do you have what it takes, right? Can you get above your opponent? And essentially let this Fumir pop off before she just kind of gets melted by the, if the Janua hits her, she can melt. If there's any counterplay that comes through, they can get popped off as well.
Oh my god, dude,
Whoa.
chef after
Elagos.
chef after chef, Shaltir, Elagos, Famir, Celine, Fire Ravi, Blood Moon Haze. This is
why I like
this is-
casting over playing. Like, I
Yeah,
really want to be
I-
focused on enjoying the fact that somebody just pulled out a triple fire DPS draft, as opposed to have to worry about how to not die to it, right? And Politis pulled out as well, but I mean, when you get a unit like that that's that strong, they might just get taken out of the draft.
Yeah, absolutely. As I'm looking out at the match right now, it's absolutely stunning to see all these characters coming out, and an absolute ban going out for both fifth side picks there. As you can see, we absolutely cannot let them through as we get down into the match, and we're going to see a fight between these two. No Luck Pouring might just come out with the win, seal the deal, or left side, I'm not even going to attempt the name. Left side might bring it all back. We're going to see in a couple minutes right now who is the absolute.
Oh, and Shaltir takes that first turn. Very aggressive. I'm sorry, Vampire Paladin takes the first turn. Aggressive expression on her face. We're dropping that bloody lance. S3 is going to come through. 100% hit chance. We do not
one-shot
land
it.
the kill, but that's a lot of damage onto the Fumir. And, ooh, surviving with just 500 HP left to her name. She gets the S3 off. We are going to push back slow on the Janua. Misses the pushback, which sends the air wall to the top of the CR bar.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, the
Interesting
same game
decision to
plan
make.
may not be doable here. He was just a little bit of damage off from being able to do this into the Famir. Oh, but now this feels a little bit worse, I think, because if he crits, ooh, now Blood Moon Haste can actually one-shot, probably, I mean, maybe not one-shotting, or it's probably not able to one-shot anyone here, actually, now that we
Yeah.
see
Yeah,
the
I mean,
escort
you
and the
got
Not to look at
Arrowell,
the board,
which
yeah.
is
Typically-
probably too tanky. Laya, too tanky,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, instead, we're going to go for the Soul Burn. Takes out the barrier and just heals the team a little bit. And now we're going to be tempoing up with the Celine as well as the Fire Ravi. That Fire Ravi needs to be able to do a lot of work. Otherwise, there is not a lot of ways for us to be able to close out this
Injury
Janua.
set Celine. No, I'm just
No,
making
no,
you
no,
up.
no injury set.
Yeah,
But
no,
that
no,
is a
no,
lot of
no.
damage, though. I mean, this Laya needs to be able to heal herself soon. Otherwise, this haze might come down on her with that big scythe and send her back home into the lobby.
Send you back to the Fortnite battle bus with you. Dogs come out preying on the Blood Moon Haste, wanting to get him off of the battlefield as soon as possible, ensuring that the comeback potential of unleashing these units from the dead doesn't kill his chances dead of finally sealing the set here 2-0.
Ooh, a very good drag. Oh, but it actually counters. Ooh, the Celestine is a little tiny bit scary. Surely with the effectiveness buff here, we could stun the Blood Moon Haste. No resist, no resist, no resist, no resist. I'm not praying for it to happen. I'm not praying for it to happen. Ooh.
Ooh, the resistance
Ooh,
does come
you're
through.
good old-
Effectiveness buff, not enough to carry that matchup and swing it towards No Luck's side. S3 now comes through on the haste. Lots of damage despite the injury,
Wait,
but
it
the
lives,
Laya does
though.
survive with a pixel. So no revive is going to be able to come through for Soiree. No big Fumir payoff. You know, the man did cook, but however, that dish was sent back to the kitchen cold and the customer launched a complaint, and now the health inspector is coming in on Tuesday. We might have to close just for the weekend.
You might have to close just for the weekend.
It's fucking rough out here, brother.
It's really amazing to see here because I was wondering if that was going to be the result. The Kana highlighting his magical abilities with a little bit of caster curse and only one stun coming out on the right side.
But that's the most important one. If you stun the Janua can't go into his hair flipping animation, and that might be all you need to send this matchup home. That is such an important part of Janua's kit, and if you can just take him to that immortality threshold, he will no longer
Already
be a
back
threat.
on
However,
S3.
Shaltir gets the ultimate back. Bloody Lance goes through again, and oh, that's so
Wow,
much
it
damage
does
onto
a
the Robbie.
lot of damage. Oh, that was like literally 80% of her health bar, and it even has 23k HP as well. This is really, really, really spooky for the Janua. Importantly, though, his immortality did not get stripped, so he does have one additional chance to. Does he have his skill 3 up? He does not. If he could take one more turn, he'll have his skill 3 up for the final. Oh,
Wow, that
but Robbie
crits
survived with
again.
200 HP.
What is with everyone surviving with 1 HP today?
I mean, that's what happens when you actually have a meta where bruisers can thrive. You have these units, not only can they hit real hard, but also they can survive and just hang
Enough
on
to
with
soul
the
burn on the
smallest amount of
Janua.
HP left.
Oh, he needs to S1. Does he go into stealth? He does!
Ooh, that is a huge stealth. This makes it so that Celine can only target the arrow while we do drop the S3 soul burn as well, taking out the arrow wall here, but here's the problem. We got 1 unit versus 2 fire units. Does Celine have what it takes? I think that's a pretty tough
he cut.
matchup, to be honest, especially with Sheltier.
Ooh, he has
with
S3
Pipette
too.
Lance, she's got that self-healing. Might be real scary, and the S3 comes out from No Luck Pouring. Janua
And it
not long-
hits!
Take her right out. Bats her out of the park.
You know he was
Ooh.
waiting. You know he was hoping to feel that little bit of lag when he confirmed the button press there. And it does indeed come through. 2-0 for No Luck, but still an excellent match. That last one absolutely looking like it could have gone either way from both of our competitives. 2 chefs of their own right who absolutely played like they were possessed there in the end. Some fantastic matches.
Those were some
Wow.
great matches indeed. And, oh
Wow.
boy. Yeah, go for it, Connor.
I honestly, that was kind of it, man. I don't know what to say. Every match is like literally is literally at a knife's edge every single time. It's someone doesn't die, like you're supposed to win here, and then like a swing back the other direction looks really like one player is about to hit lethal, and then it's gone. The Janua doesn't die. He gets to do his S3. Like the Fire Ravi ends up taking just a little bit too much damage from the Shaltir, and I just realized this guy's name is YOLO Baggins.
Yeah,
That
we
is
got we got YOLO Baggins lined up versus Eminem. I'm not gonna lie. People seem to know who he is, but he followed me today, right? But all I know Eminem
I know
for
who he
is
is,
he's got that the Lulu Steer emote. That's in his name that everybody loves to spam, and it's a great emote. And you know, considering I too am an enjoyer of that emote, so I'm rooting for Eminem here.
Dude, we gotta be unbiased.
Oh,
Okay,
I don't know about
Eminem
you,
is
bro.
kinda
You don't have to be unbiased, bro. You were hating on people out here. You're like, I want to watch my mods
true.
tear each other to shreds out here, bro. Like, be biased, bro.
I'm willing to rule break only against my mod.
Look,
No joke.
I didn't invite you here for you to be like corporate, you know, I'm showing up in a dress shirt and tie, I'm wearing pants, like we all know all three of us, none of us are wearing pants underneath us, okay? Like you know, you do whatever the fuck you want, brother. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, speaking of doing whatever it is that they want, oh boy, I'm really excited seeing what these guys' strategy are. I mean, we gotta see some real fresh drafts today, and holy. Hey, third pick ban protection. Some people are really cooking with it. We're having fun. We're having fun. Stand up proof. Hey, look, man. I'm trying to keep everything Twitch legal. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. You know what? I'll stand up. I'll stand up.
I have to turn on my fan, so I might have to inadvertently do it too.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'll stand up. Don't worry,
we all
guys.
stand up?
I'm standing up.
Okay, all right. Well,
Yeah, I look. I can stand up, but I'm not gonna say my table won't stand up with me. You feel? Hey, that's cheating? My channel, my rules. That's what's up. Ooh, okay, Eminem, we do get that Laya first pick. We know that's one of the strongest first picks in the game right now with third pick ban protection. I mean, YOLO's not sagging far behind. We take the ML Haste, strong first pick right now, followed by the Albedo.
Yeah, and Eminem is a bit of a... I don't know if I guess I would call him a slower-ish player. There's a good reason why he has that emote that you just posted, and oh, actually, the Briar here on 2 is a little bit crazy. I do want to say that Eminem has a reputation for picking some interesting characters. Won't say what, but oh, and actually the Ed here on 3.
Ed. I mean, that's got to be an injury Ed, right? It's good versus the first pick Briar, and it has to be good versus the first pick Laya as well. That's one of the few units that I can really think of that's like not really that good in a lot of the other matchups, but in very specific matchups, like versus a Laya Briar, could be extremely strong.
Val, can you
and
check
if
your
that's Stina
DMs
as
real
well.
quick for
Wait, what's up?
Yeah, could you? Yeah, I think Chikane is trying to get at you in the DMs, but we have another Schultz here, and this is what I was gonna say. Eminem's a bit of a Millum enjoyer here, which is a little bit crazy because it doesn't really look like. Actually, now that I think about it, you know, this Millum has triple insane value against this. Actually, quad value against this right side team. They have the Bloodwound Haste revive, the Destina revive, the APOC revive. This is a really good or really solid pick here. 2 technically extinction characters here on the left side here, but right side looks extremely tanky. We'll have to see it. I didn't see an Aureus proc from the Albedo.
This is the one
so
time I will pray for some server Japan shenanigans. Let this Millum be on injury. Can you imagine how much value you'd be getting out of one character in this exact matchup? You know what I mean?
well, there's somebody who brings injury regardless, and it's the Shaltir popping off right now.
Wait, is this about a one-shot the Albedo?
Not quite.
Oh
There's one
my
person
God,
who
it
can
is.
follow up and do that. Oh, is she on the EE where she gets another stack for killing?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, this looks like a. Is this lifesteal one? I think. Yeah, I think it's the. Okay, I don't know how to tell it for Mellon, but it isn't the focused one, which is what would have been important here. This looks really, really good for Eminem right now. He's got the stuns, and he can't even bring back the his mitigation here, or the albedo in this case. Laya also has the chance to drag either Milim or Shaltier here, both really high value S1s.
Oh,
Well, maybe kind of capping for Shaltier,
it's
but
not.
wait,
Oh
but it
my
actually
god, and this Shaltier just doing so much work. Not only is she picking out
She just
priority targets, but that S1 is hitting goddamn hard, and if it ain't killing, it's putting down injury that you can easily stop.
Yes, it's putting in a lot of damage, as well as putting out the deletion of those 10 souls on YOLO Baggins. Not even sold up yet, but still put back in the race in terms of that unique element for the game.
Dual
Getting the
attack
small
comes out through right
target
there, and
shrimp.
that's the first time YOLO Baggins, with all of these injury units, starting to put a dent on this Laya.
Oh my
However,
God.
pulls the dual attack, just takes out the Ed right there. Oh my goodness, Lone A Ravi standing between Eminem and his game 1 win.
wow.
Some Sarah prayer beats holding her on for just a little bit, but I'm not sure she has neither the damage nor the resistance to take any more of this, hoping for the hit.
Yeah, fuck the
No,
bullshit,
it
time
does
go.
not
That's all you
clear.
can do now. Goes into the Milim, evasion comes through, and oh, APOC not long for this world. Battlefall right here. That's the time where you gotta say, you know, it's time for us to win this game, and the win was not there. It's really time for YOLO to pack his bags and really think about what you gotta do for that game 2, right? Your opponent is known to play like the Laya first pick. I mean, look at it. Laya first pick is so strong. You can enable any strategy, and even as like a last insurance, she's her own win condition as well. And just that is, ooh. This is
Dude,
why I
that was
banned this unit. I can't play it
insane.
with her in the game anymore. I love the character, but god damn, she just does so much in RTA, huh?
Did you also enjoy Divine's magical girl transformation for that match? I don't know if you picked up on that, Valk.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Are we trying to? I mean, look. I'll do the same. You know, like Divine, and you got Valk ready to go into his demon mode. You know, he's out there right there. Oh boy, YOLO Baggins does say, you know,
Oh,
if he could,
you got
he's
another
going to
Ray
go
Zero
for first
figure
pick
too?
here, and
I don't got anything at my desk. Shit.
That was Echidna, by the way, from Ray Zero, if anyone was wondering.
oh, you got a Kidna? I got a Rem right here. I'm ready to go demon mode. You know what I mean? When somebody
Damn,
asks
that-
me again,
oh,
I'm
man.
ready to go demon mode on their asses.
That was such a crazy match. I cannot understand how insane. I mean, of course there was like a high chance. I think it was like what, like a 66% chance to drag someone that was helpful, but man, that S1 damage was insane from the Shaltier and from the Milim. Like I really did not expect
I've seen
it to
some
go that way.
Sheltier pop-offs over the time, but I gotta say, when you can hit a Destina that hard, you gotta have some really
Yeah.
premium gear on that Sheltier, because otherwise I cannot fathom how you pull her on an S1 duel. You know, because you don't have the attack buff, right? When it's off.
Yeah,
turn.
yeah.
And it damn near one-shot that Destina.
Yeah, like oh my god. 11,000 damage. I don't think I've ever seen that without a soul burn. Like, and on her turn.
Yep, first pick comes through, and we got that Laya first pick. Ooh,
Oh,
Eminem.
Fallen Cecilia on 2.
That's a blast from the past. Conqueror Lilius, I mean, is a natural pick in this matchup, but I don't know how I feel about Fallen Cecilia on pick 2. I think it leaves a little bit room for your opponents to counterplay you, so you're kind of stuck with a unit that, despite providing good protection for your team, I don't know, leaves a little bit too much room for counterplay.
Well, what if she was on Revenge set?
What if she was on Revenge set? What if YOLO Baggins just goes 3P Desert Jewel Bazaar right here? Like, wouldn't you be giga stuck? What if he goes 3P Op Cigarette, you know? I think
NTR.
DJ is actually a kind of viable pick here, because not only are you picking it into the FCC, you're also picking it into a Conqueror Lilius, where he's historically pretty decent into. But in this spot, I think Luluka's fine. You can just strip the barriers, and we're going for a third pick Albedo. I'm sorry, third pick Succubus Knight. But now, I think once again, you're in a position where you're a little bit weak to like this double fire DPS. Does YOLO Baggins swing it and go for a Season 5 Uncle Valk draft? We just jam 2 water units, maybe including a Angry Demon Maid on pick 5. Just to fight these fire units. Maybe that's the angle he goes for. But no, Navy Captain Landy goes through. I'll say fairly solid into the lineup to the left. And he just needs one more unit and lock this one into the match.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real here. I just noticed how freaky Navy
Oh
Captain
yes,
Landy's eyes
sir.
are. Oh,
Yes,
it's the
sir.
Rem,
That's my
and
demon
it's the
mate.
Mean Bean Machine Green Celine.
Oh boy. My demon mate cannot possibly be winning games this hard. Oh no, and we don't ban the Celine though. So oh man, Eminem is going to have a winning DPS versus this Rem. That is going to be tough, but I mean, we're
It's on Azure Comet.
It's on Azure Comet?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's on Azure
it sure
Comet.
is.
Oh fuck me. Oh boy, man, I was really hoping for a Rem pop off, but like if our Rem doesn't have a healing artifact, we might be in the blender. No cap.
Could be on lifesteal. Have no idea. It is base speed though. Ooh, this looks.
You say base speed. I say ungeared.
No way, right? No way it was supposed to be a bait pick.
It
Listen,
could be. It
listen.
could be. Hey man, it's people's tournament runs. You know, sometimes you gotta pull out the demonic technology, right? Okay, press S3
is this
right
a stun?
here. We force a
Oh,
hit into the. Ooh, wow, that's a bit of damage coming through here. Force a bit of damage into the Laya, and now we're gonna be able to debuff the entire
Oh, but it
team.
blinds the Celine too. Oh wait, I thought she. Oh wait, I forgot she gets evasion after the S3.
Yeah, now the Celine burns it into the Rem and just knocks her out in one single hit. That was a little bit unfortunate.
Just hit, bro.
Just hit. Yeah, just hit. Just hit.
hit.
You know, blind is fake. Blind is cosmetic.
What is happening? What is happening in these games? These are like the most ridiculous gambles I think I've ever seen. Just run it into. I mean, not like you were ever gonna use it into anyone else, but the rim's gone. 20,000 in one hit.
What do you think is gonna happen when like the season ends, right? Season is ending. Everybody is spamming the same drafts over and over. And the moment season ends, you can bet your ass like the chefs are coming out, the woodworks. The chefs are like fucking taking off their jackets. They're like, we finally get to do what we do. And I mean, ooh,
It doesn't even get.
Yeah,
the
it doesn't do
debuffs.
nearly enough there. So I think now the objective, at least for YOLO, is he needs to be able to protect his Laya, but I mean,
She looks dead.
that game plan is
She
not
looks in
looking
trouble.
too hot, I'll tell you what.
He stole the Ocean Breeze Lulika only for her to actually be a sleeper agent, because she's really not doing too much on this team, to be honest. Even her blind, the debuff that should have helped him out in this case, was kind of useless because he ended up critting anyways. But he's got the souls.
Ready for oh, he's not even going to soul burn. He's just gonna straight up kill. He just wants blood on his motherfucking hands.
Yeah, I mean, if this was the latter, he might just burn it for more fun. You know, more fun, more better, as they say. But like here in a tournament, especially when there's cash prizes on the line, you play it safe. You play it safe and steady. Play it measured. Play it calculated. And turn by turn, you will be chipping down your opponent, no matter how tanky they are. And you will be leading yourself, walking your team towards that victory at the end of the Rainbow Road.
Honestly, a very solid composition here for Eminem. YOLO Baggins, if this is a counter Albedo, there's a chance here. I'm gonna hold out. It is 3F, so in some universe, maybe Millum dies to 3F. Oh,
yeah.
Actually,
there is a universe where Millum, if she's a severely starved child with no nutrition to her name, might be skinny enough to die to a Albedo, but you know we'll have to see if that's how the cookie crumbles. And you know, from now on, for YOLO to win this, you need to see counter attack come up every time.
Counter after counter after counter.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it a single time. It's
miscrit
not
on
looking
Celine.
good, boys.
The miscrit opens up a world of possibilities. Potentially swing it now. Not at all.
We needed to
That's
see
three.
some lifesteal 3F
Yeah, burn
power
that's
right
three.
here.
Yeah, and with that one, no counter. Might be a no chance of winning this match. Millum S3 drops. It's going to send YOLO home. And, GG.
GG, brother.
Yep.
GG.
Wow, solid play from Eminem. Some kind of gamble-ish plays, but I gotta respect it. A dub's a dub, you know what I mean? Like you catch it, you catch it. Like it is what it is.
GG's, brother.
Yep, getting a very solid showcase of Millum and Schultz here of all characters against who we considered, I think, to be like one of the strongest characters, right? Laya, like Laya didn't stand a chance there. Kind of just got pieced up, no joke. I don't even
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. He had the
you
had the
had
DPS
a really
and everything.
you had a really like how do I say this? Like the Laya first 1P is strong, right? But when you have a Laya 1P, you really got to think about stopping your opponent's game plan, right? That I would say is the key to playing a Laya draft, because most of the time you're relying on Laya as your, you know, she is a fallback win condition, but your other win condition needs to be so strong, your opponents has to be forced to ban it so that the Laya becomes the primary win condition. That's what makes the draft so frustrating to play against. So in that exact case, I actually think Eminem played his first Laya match really well and then played against it really well. YOLO there might have wanted to think about how he was just going to shut down like all of those fire units that Eminem was just swinging out. But speaking of, you know, the matchup, Nova War versus Harmless. All right, these are your boys, Kana. What do I need to know about them, and how does that break down?
I think you will see maybe the most hideous draft of all time.
I'm here for it.
Okay, if the past matches that
Show
we've
me
seen,
Enoch.
you know, there was some good drafting from
Conqueror
some of the
Lilius,
past sets,
Monk,
don't get me
Laya,
wrong,
and
but
Gala Lilius banned out. I mean, look, he's sitting in champion right now, especially in preseason when not a lot of people are playing. So even if he has the most hideous draft, hey, if he can be in champ, you can be in champ with a hideous draft. That's all that matters, right?
If he might be our champion. You know what I'm saying?
yep, a dub is a dub's a dub.
Ooh,
All I'm
what
gonna
a-
say
Oh
is
no, Wind Demon says no, man. You do not understand. I do not understand.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
I'm scared. Like when Wind is scared, I'm scared. You know what I mean?
Ooh, and just like Connor was saying, we're seeing some interesting drafts come out. Some choices I've never quite seen on the board yet before. I believe that's Navy Captain Landy actually. Navy Captain Landy, not necessarily something that's in meta as of late. Followed up by mitigation. You don't see too much mitigation, and a relic of the past as well. Angel of Light Angelica. I haven't seen her picked in ages, as well as one of the most requested to be buffed ML5s currently right now in Death Dealer Ray. Not really a participant in the current meta. Not really being able to do too much. So interesting that she does have some small applications in this match here, but not too much overall. As always, backed up by the Blood Moon Haste, who just a couple weeks ago was having like a 0% usage rate, and the Moon Bunny, who never really sees much light of day either. Very interesting to see this draft.
I'm starting to see what you
Okay.
guys mean when you say these drafts are hideous because holy moly, we got a support, and I wonder if we're gonna get a support on pick 4.
If we do, I support that decision.
All I'm gonna say is you guys may have prayed into existence a Fire Ravi on 4 that will have to find God when it fights 2-1. Oh, actually, the ML shoe here. Oh my, and
There it is, a Fire
okay,
Ravi.
there-
I mean, at the very least, he's
Nothing
picking
more
a
powerful
DPS
than the
unit, you
Kana
know?
curse.
yeah,
Kana-
you're right.
There's the CCB, and then there's the CCC, the Kana Caster curse, coming in clean right there.
I mean, all
Making
things
sure-
considered, I don't think it's that ugly. I mean, Angel of Light, I don't like seeing her, but I do think she's a very necessary character in this matchup. Janua comes out as well, so you're going to be having a lot of burst damage coming out from Nova War, being able to cut through these tanky units Hades is offering. And finally, we do drop the Dragon King Sharoon. I mean, we need something to be able to handle all of these hefty units, especially through the stuns, through the sleeps,
Hefty.
I mean, Hades has what? 2 characters that sleep and 2 characters that stun, right?
Yep.
Actually, 1 character that stuns, 2 that sleeps, and of course, 1 final support just to round it out because why the fuck not?
I can't
no,
comment,
is this ban Ravi and we're here for 10 days?
but I do want to say, I did not mean to say that Nova War had bad drafting. I think that Harmless is a very interesting player, a little bit different from what I've expected. All I'm gonna say is that don't let this guy use his openers because
Yeah,
maybe they're.
I got my blanket. I'm ready. I am standing
We're
right
doing
now,
this, I
so I
got
wish
you.
my desk was actually lowered and I can recline in my chair. And I can bust out the whole kit and caboodle with the pillows and everything. But oh boy, here it goes. Ray presses his buttons. And ooh, wow, that's a clean 7 out of 8. The only
Wow.
thing it misses is the Navy Captain Landy, who can't be put to sleep.
Yeah. Yep.
The only
Yep.
thing it missed was me because I think I'll be joining the rest of Left Side's team and catching up on
Kenny's
some
just dead.
Z's.
Oh, maybe not. Just kidding. Just kidding. It looked pretty close though. That was a little spooky actually. He's wow. Actually, not a bad draft from What? It's
I think it's legit.
Moon
Like,
Buddy.
wait. I understand the draft is like slow, right? Because it's hinged on a Death Dealer Ray. It has a lot of supports. He's not exactly playing like the most blood-curdling, excitement-bringing draft, but I think it's a solid draft. No, like that's fine, right? And this is like a platform where at least, you know, I might not be like the nicest person, but I like everybody to show off their strategy, showcase what they're made of, and Fire Robbie now finally gets to go, and, you know, pretty big stun here. This has a really huge chance to, not gonna say it, yup, blow up that Janua play. Cleanse, wow, wait, that stun does get cleansed, but we do lose that passive along the way, so Janua will
He can
not be
also
able to
sleep
pop
in
off.
with the Death Dealer Ray too. Oh, but the resist!
Ooh.
Oh, it's not maybe that impactful. Like you said, he doesn't have the rage, or he doesn't have the rage buff here, but if he gets the kill, he goes into stealth, and it's gonna be a long time before he gets to kill another character. I don't even know who he would go here or go for here, and I mean, even the left side here. Hey, I take it back. This looked quite good from Harmless here. He was not trolling.
Yeah, like I understand his draft wasn't fast, so I'm like, I don't know if I call this the ugliest thing ever. You get one turn here with the Janua, no attack buff, so he is just going to, you know, pop out an absolute dud.
Did somebody die?
Yes.
Oh, the match is over. Immediate win.
Game
Going
one.
over to Harmless, proving that he can do some harm. Actually, I always believed him, and I always knew this was going to be the result of this match. Absolutely happy to see that that's the way not only the pre-bans, but the match landed at the end of the day.
You guys are missing some context. I'm digging up some dirt real quick.
Yeah, while they're setting up the second match, why don't you give us the context? His wind is like, I'll tell you what, that's not what he was streaming in the Discord, bro. That draft was ugly. So, all
right,
I'm sure
you
there's
gotta-
a story there. Go for it.
Okay, you can't quite show stream yet, but to give you a little tiny bit of context, okay? Give me one moment while
Okay, I'm waiting. I'll wait. No.
I love having Kata on stream because every time he knows somebody, he's just like, "Hold on, I know this motherfucker's whole strategy. Let me." Blow him up real
he's
quick."
got.
I'm not gonna dox, but here, check this out, and don't accidentally
I'm
show
not
the
go-
stream.
I'm not gonna dox, but
Is
this
it
is
this?
the.
Oh no, it's
daycare
actually
center.
this, and then man explains the entire strategy.
No. I promise. I won't do it this time. Let's
That's
just say
disgusting.
there are 4 of those units.
Oh, so you mean to tell me he's from server Japan?
I'm no leaker. I'm no
leaker?
snitch.
Okay.
I'm no snitch. I'm no snitch.
I'm not gonna say
snitch.
nothing, but this definitely feels like a server Japan type player. In either case, it looks like they're readied up. Nova War does want that first pick for himself for the second match, so being able to lock in his strategy first and picking that third pick first, sending it right into it. Both of these players, game 2, I mean, Hades was up 1. He looked really clean in that match 1. It is a slower strategy, but hey.
Yeah, I got nothing against the slower players, although hey, actually, if you think about it, the slower the player, the more well-rested Divine can be. So it's kind of a win-win-win if you think about it.
I do work 100 hours a week.
But we do see actually the removal of Laya here. There's no Blood Moon Haste. Interesting, because Zio and ML Politis are up. I wonder if one of those are gonna and there it goes. It gets snatched. I think ML Politis alongside maybe a Karina, or actually Navy Captain Landy is still up. I am starting to be a little bit confused. Maybe he's a little bit afraid of the Zio being more pivoting, or more of a pivot towards cleave, or more cleave oriented. ML Politis again still up though. Same with a Tywin. Same with the Abyssal Euphine. Aiden is also up. A number of options. I don't think I've ever seen this set of variation where it's ML Landy and Politis together.
It's a very extreme adaptation to he's gonna cleave me, right? And here in this case, the moment your opponent pivots this defensively, you can start asking yourself, how can I also slow down to just outvalue him in a longer match?
I wonder if he's gonna try and take the Emmopolitus here on 3. I mean, it kind of looks like it would be set up. Oh, actually, a decent or a really good answer here actually to the Navy Captain Landy. I'm curious if Harmless here is going to speed up a little bit, play a bit more aggressive, get something more debuff heavy, maybe that's also
Support.
stealth. Oh,
Win just sent
Knockwall
me a
is
video. I
banned.
think after this game, I'm gonna show that video about this account. Oh my god, this has got to be a rug classic. Yeah, I'm seeing it win.
Support.
Oh, there it is, and there's the there is that sea
Oh,
phantom. This is getting locked in.
okay. Celine, I got it. We're back in.
Yeah, the lean being green machine meme Celine. Holy moly. Although I don't know if I like picking her proactively in this scenario where your opponent doesn't exactly have that like activator for you to farm the 10 souls, for you to soul burn, for you to get that CR push. So it might be a bit of a tougher matchup, but I'm pretty sure at this point it's just to be able to deny it off of Nova War as playing Sea Phantom
I agree.
Politis. You really want to be able to press your S3.
Oh, wow. We are really double, tripling, quadrupling down on punishing the Navy Captain Landy here. Crazy thing is, I've seen this character win against left side draft before, which is a little bit disturbing because it looks like he's got 3 answers to the Navy Captain Landy, but we'll have to see if there's a 4 spin on 5 for Harmless here, because if he is able to get, I guess, like a bit of the aggression off early, that could be really troublesome here for Nova War. Oh, Gala!
The Aiden as well. Aiden last
Ooh.
pick. I don't know if that's necessarily my favorite unit here, especially against everything Harmless has on the right. Gala, though, I don't know. I don't even like Gala into the 8 Tywin anymore because, like, some people just have really fast 8 Tywins that don't have, like, 25k HP for you to snipe. So, in those matchups, I really don't like the Gala Lilius, but hey, who knows? You said both of these are your mods, so I'm sure Harmless has got some.
No, Nova War isn't. Nova War is in my he's in my guild, but Nova War is not my mod. That's why I'm beefing with Harmless. That's why I didn't honestly I have no hard feelings towards Nova War, but I mean Harmless is kind of putting on a show right now. I'm
yeah,
speechless.
you're beefing with him, and he's kind of styling on your guildmate. What
I
are you gonna
know.
do, man? You gotta start like caster cursing him out here. I gave you full permission. You gotta start doing it. Start saying words, bro.
Curse of the no crit on Celine. I think he is 99 crit rate actually. Oh my god, he one shot the Biblis?
99 crit, but that problem is gone.
Yeah,
Wow.
I got 99 crit, but a miss
Oh,
crit
and the
ain't one. And
stun.
oh, we stunned the Malona as well. Harmless. I know you're beefing with him, but his draft is looking cleaner and cleaner by the play. Holy moly.
Wow. Wow. I am so wow, that is a crazy this is a crazy lineup. I really am speechless. I cannot believe that we're in this exact position. He was doing some real demonic stuff here. Thankfully, actually here the stun doesn't get cleansed off of the LCB. I think he's just gonna go all in on it. Oh, the target on her as well.
Oh
This
my
LCB's
god,
just
and
gone.
a salvo. There's just so much extra damage on the Lone Crescent Bellona. I don't think she's making it. I think a simple S1 here to send her away, but no. We're actually going all in, taking out the Tywin as well, so it's just the lone Aiden left here in a 1v4. I mean, these are not the toughest units, and miss, a counterattack comes through, but you don't get to actually one-tap anything here, just S1, probably the Politis. Pop out one unit, indeed does go for that. Heals actually 6,000 HP. Is that a lifesteal Aiden? I mean, she's going
No, it wasn't. It didn't heal on the S2. It's got loads of damage though. It says 8,554 on her HP bar. Oh, if this one shot the candy,
I don't know if I would ever feel comfortable S3. Like, I would S1 every time here just to heal. I think the healing is maybe a little bit too important in this matchup.
Oh, but the anti-crit on the Navy Captain.
Oh, and the salvo comes
You're
back
gonna need it
too.
anyway. Yep,
Ooh.
the salvo guarantees it. Buries her at sea without much left. Harmless clears out a clean 2-0, joining the pantheon of champions who have managed to mesmerize us in these matches today and put down their opponents in quick fashion.
And put them down. We indeed did. I mean, I think out of that now, that's our entire round 2 of matches today, huh?
Well, yeah. What does the bracket look like now?
good question. Let's do a quick
Yeah.
bracket check right now. So, looking at this real quick, Andrew did take a clean 2-0 over Open. Candlewicks beats out Suchi. Higa does take that 2-0 over Alito. Poots take a 2-0 over Shin. I mean, we saw No Luck Pouring versus Soiree, and Rikazo does take that 2-0 over Volcanics. We got to see him play, and you know, Rikazo is somebody who we cast matches for a lot because he's always making it to the later brackets of the games, and good to see him back there again. That's one of my boys. Eminem versus Wayne, we saw that earlier, and now Harmless Hades will be going up against Eminem for tomorrow. So we got some good ass matches coming up for you guys tomorrow. We're just splitting it off into day 2 just because one, it's like, I don't know about you guys, but if you ever listen to me and Divine just crank things up, go harder and harder, it's actually really tiring to keep this up for like 2 to 3 hours. So, you know, we're dividing it into 2 days, and on top of that, make it more casual, right? Just pull up, hang out, play for an hour or two, have some game shows going, and it's just a good vibe. So, I think that's mostly everything from us for today, right?
Yep. We have a lot of goober matches tomorrow, man.
We got a lot of goober matches. Yep. We're going to have to Yep, make sure you guys follow Kana. That's our guest for this week. That was a really good time. Just coming fresh off of his subathon, off of his end of season run. I don't know how you do that, man. I don't have the energy to do that.
I do not either. I should not have done that. I did 20 hours one day of RTA during the subathon. That was not healthy. Oh my goodness,
Bro, I go to like hour 4. My brain's already like threatening to blow up. But anyways, that aside, we will be concluding our matches for today for now. And after this, hey guys, join us back here in. I'm gonna pretend to keep looking at my watch because that's our meme for the day, right?
21 hours.
Yeah, 21 hours from now, we'll be back here with the top 8 cut. We will be playing a game show for the Skystones, which has maybe absolutely no relation to a collaboration we might just not had. You know what I'm saying? Like, wink, nudge, nudge. All right,
we get collabs here?
No collabs here, no sir.
Okay, all right. I was checking. I didn't
Yep.
think so.
So that's everything we got today. Who are we rating? You guys want to rate Lost Fate or Tapio?
Tapio maybe.
All right, let's go rate Tapio. We'll go rate Tapio, and just chill there for the day. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. If you guys are here to win some Skystones, even if you're out in the tournament, by the way, or if you're participating in the tournament, fuck it, bro. It's open to everybody. We'll be giving away like 3,000 Skystones tomorrow, so have fun. It's gonna be it from us. Go say hi to Tapio. Go enjoy the vibes. It's a good weekend. Great weather.
Oh, you
all
didn't see the
around.
GIF. You did show the GIF. Shit.
Wait, what happened? Oh yeah.
The GIF.
I'll show the video. Oh wait, whoops, not you.
Can you get it before raid goes? Yeah.
Oh, I'll get it. Wait, he's playing with that?
Yes, man.
He's playing with that? Holy shit!
Yes, man. No Savior Aiden built, by the way.
That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy, bro. I
I'm
feel like
telling
if
you,
he's
dude.
winning with this many holes on his account, like that's impressive to me. I don't know about
God.
you, bro. I wouldn't call that
God.
Oh,
That's too
Aiden quest
skillful.
complete. Holy
Intentional sabotage, bro.
Oh my god. Well, in any case, that's all we got for you guys. Have a great one, guys. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see some of you guys tomorrow back here. We'll be playing some game shows, both for you guys for Skystones and for money for charity. See ya.
Stay alive, everybody.
Bye
Stay
bye.
alive, stay good.